slower would just make everything slightly more muffled. So, I don't know.
Sacrifice.
And we're live!
Or we can
Hi
go to the
everybody,
wall and stick
welcome
it out.
to another exciting episode of Dice and Discourse. Tonight we have Tim Taylor, Mr. Bits. Randall is playing as Niallan, the wizard. Taylor is playing our barbarian friend named Joy. And Daniel is playing a paladin, Falrath. And Courtney, playing Faerun, was not feeling well today, so she unfortunately will not be able to make it. A few things to discuss when we reach 100 followers, likes, comments, whatever. We will be giving away one D&D book, whether it be a player's handbook, monster manual, DMG, or it might be an adventure book, or it could be the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, or... You know, it's one book. It has to be United States because it costs more to ship it overseas. So, you know,
for shipping.
America only. Unless, of course, yes, you want to, you know,
Pay that shipping cost.
But that makes it not free swag anymore. So never's good. But hey, really not too limiting. Last time on Dice and Discourse, we were on our way to the, we had left Waterdeep, much to, I'm sure, everybody's disappointment, considering its reputation. Oh. And we are traveling north. I think we have, you know, accomplished a few...
Stabbins.
Yeah, a few stabbins along the way. I think actually the party rolled pretty bad in terms of, you know, almost every day triggering a random encounter. But I'm actually going to propel us forward to day 7. In terms of moving the story along a little bit, so that way we don't fight a billion more.
That's experience.
That's experience, damn it!
Are you going to give us experience for the days when we didn't get to fight shit?
You've got
No?
7 through 7 through 10 that you can get more experience
Hell
on.
no. I think we should need to fight every single thing.
But this way, there's only one. Everybody gets one dice roll in for random encounters. Day 7. So it's the beginning of day 7, so then day 8, day 9, day 10, and then day 11, you, early morning, day 11, arrive at the builder's camp. So we'll continue to use the dice roll. So
I'm rolling hot.
Mr. Bits, if you don't mind.
Mr. Bits is my pet.
I mean,
How could you mistake the two of us?
your breath stinks like his.
11.
You're good to go.
I don't want
Day 7, no excitement.
1.
Day 8, truly no excitement.
I love this shit. We don't fight anything. Fuck yeah.
16.
16 on day 9. Delightful.
Delightful. Great. Fuck you.
20 breathy spiders.
So sure enough,
When your
as
DM
you're
says,
going along, I'm looking at the wrong ones. I just went right past it. Of course it's Taylor. Actually, you know what? I remember, Taylor. You were the cause of all of them last time as well.
That's because I got a new feat that I love to use.
I don't mind if we get to rest every day before each of them. What's the matter?
It's true.
Yeah, it's...
Although the lizard men kind of were like, oh, yeah, I see you like resting. We can rest in peace.
Lizard man ain't
I lost
shit.
a lot of health.
Oh.
As you're definitely very close to the bog. You've been very close to the bog. And you know something's coming because you hear loud sloshes coming from the marsh, and you're like, that can't be good. And you can see... Okay. So you hear that, you're like, oh shit! So you cast fog cloud.
Dire bats and stuff.
And everybody's
Don't get mad at me.
uneasy as the sloshing becomes more loud thuds, you know, boom, boom, as but of course you can't see anything. The fog cloud is, you know,
I moved away from them.
I'm sure you moved away, but
Smoke screen.
you still have, you know, the caravan doesn't move. You may move, the caravan does not, except forward along the road, as is, you know, trained such as that. So, sure enough, out of the fog comes huge, green, scary-looking humanoids that look like this.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
I'm glad that I have fog cloud up.
That looks like a troll to me.
Yep. Looks an awful lot like a troll.
Is that a troll?
I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
Looks like a troll though.
Wizard, here's your zoology.
Fuck that. I'm gonna fog cloud.
You can't see me.
A dire bat.
Do I have everybody's initiative cards?
Yep.
Yep.
Mine's right there.
If they can't see me, I can't see them. Wait.
I should call you Niallan the ostrich. Well, the wizard formerly known
Alright.
as the ostrich.
Oh.
And of course, again, to remind everybody, it's not one troll. It's just kind of one troll is what you end up getting to face off against, as that's your part of the horde of trolls that comes out looking for food. Your dex is higher. It's like +2 or +3, right? Because you're a rouge.
+3. I'm hunter.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. Tibbs / Mr. Bits, the two of you, you are actually first to act. Out of the mist comes a troll. He is 30 feet away from you. What do you do?
Holy shit! I wish I could have seen him sooner. What's the cover like? Where am I? Am I in front of the wagon train?
So there's, in my imagining, he,
Like you can just.
yeah. So you have the road. Oh, that's the eraser. So you have
The troll's gone. We move on.
the road. It's not coming up,
You
is
hold
it?
that more lovingly than you held your.
So you have the road with the supply caravan on it, and basically 5-10 feet away from that stands the line of guards. You know, everybody weapons drawn because you can hear these, you know, massive beings coming towards you, and and then about 30 feet ahead of you is the edge of Niallan's fog bank, and then out of this fog bank comes these huge green creatures, and like I said, they're on the 30-yard line.
Is Niallan filming this?
30 feet away, I should say, 30 feet away from you line.
It sounds like a monster in the fog.
Big B's magic camera.
You can also use your mouse. That's probably the easiest.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's just not wanting to play with me.
You might have to reload the page.
And that's what we'll do. Oh, it may have gone down because it's not.
We're trying something new, and apparently the Wi-Fi does not like us right now. All right.
Alrighty. Well, hey. Okay, so that's basically what you've what you can see coming.
That's why I drew up there.
Oh, that works.
So purple's about us, near the road, the fog bank, and then the troll coming right at the edge of it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right.
It's hard to move around the map without going.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Unless you.
So, I guess I'm just going to take a pot shot. I'm not going to try and hide, because hopefully it'll choose somebody else. They'll go running after it instead of, you
It
know.
was like, ooh, spider. No.
No, God.
And so the rolls begin.
Yeah, I got two.
Alrighty. So the mist, you just you felt a thrill of excitement shoot up your body as you're like, yes, I'm an adventurer and something scary's on the way. All right.
No,
the blood's pumping, and you just let the arrow go, and it shoots off into the mist.
I think the forest gnome me is all like, oh God, as the shadows are, being illuminated from the fog and making them possibly look more massive than he
This is
actually
metal
is.
as shit.
I think you just can't shoot unless you're surrounded by trees.
So suddenly you can clearly see the troll now as he lumbers more into view, and you can see him, man meat, and he just kind of lumbers towards you guys.
That's great, because I'm not a man.
Bro.
So he is going to
Not it.
come into the line of you guys. And he's going to target, unfortunately, Niallan.
Cool. I cast Mage Armor this morning when I got up.
You have been saying you cast it every day.
Yep. Because why the fuck not?
So, he comes right up to you, and you see him just kind of do this clawed thing down, and
I cast Shield.
quickly his bite comes quickly as well.
Okay.
So his claws!
AC 20.
Alright. Well, one misses, one crits.
Cool.
Well, damn. He wants your hat.
It's fine. You can have it.
So he does 15 points of damage with his one claw attack, and then his bite.
I thought you said one hit, one misses.
He's got 3 attacks. He attacked you with 2 claws, and then he tried to bite you. His bite came directly at you, but your magical protections his teeth away from your flesh. So you took 15 points of damage, and it is now your turn to retaliate.
Hey, bro, fuck you. I take several steps back. As in, disengage.
Okay.
And run behind the goddamn wagon.
All right,
And
so
do
you
my best to not be seen.
disengage and run away, making it Falrath's turn.
I see the wizard.
I'm
disappear
changing your
in a
dot
cloud
to
of
yellow, and it's
bile,
gonna be,
spit, and blood.
really far behind here.
Yeah, that's the hardest I've been hit in a while. Fuck that. No.
I don't know if my character would know anything about trolls. So
You're an other yellow dot. You pan.
why? Because he pissed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
He just like
He's
that
big.
percentage.
It's scary.
I'm gonna yell at the wizard. I've never fought these. Anything I should know? And I'm gonna go up and stab him.
I'll let you know on my turn if I know anything.
That would be the ideal.
I think my spider is
roll a
underneath
17.
one of the.
17's a hit.
Cool. For a whopping 8 damage.
Damn it.
As I stab it in the back of the knee.
Oh, I see. It's not updating like in real time.
No.
You have to refresh it, I guess.
Oh, there comes that full moment. Don't worry.
All right, so that's the.
So the brave blue Dex paladin is jumping up at the troll.
Yep. Making it Joy's turn.
He only needs one knee.
So, yeah, he's gone. Falrath, what did you do?
I stabbed it in the back of the knee.
Oh, then I'm gonna go for its Achilles tendon because I'm much shorter than he is.
Indeed, you are, madam.
But I'm gonna go at it so hard. Also, last week when I was doing, I don't know if I mentioned that, when I was rolling advantage on my attack rolls, it was a reckless attack.
Okay. I think yes. I think
Everything
yes.
hit me, so I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But they'll get advantage too if I do a reckless attack. So.
Right, because you're recklessly attacking and not thinking about defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack again.
Alrighty.
That'll probably help.
Yeah. 10.
Because 2 dots are hugging the troll.
14.
14?
Yep.
14 is a miss.
That is a big yellow puddle.
Wow.
He's he may look like he's wearing nothing but like a loin kilt, but that's a steel loin kilt.
Stupid sexy troll.
Yeah. He loves it. He's all day, every day.
That's
So just bounce off his massive, leathery balls. So that's
try?
Joy.
Oh, I was gonna try and do another one from Frenzy. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, because
If you can frenzy away.
Takes out for Harambe.
18.
18 is a hit.
Ha!
He's not a berserker. Harambe's dead.
He was a berserker.
Berserker.
My love for you is like a truck.
Use my feet. Well, never mind. I rolled 2,
I'm proud of you.
You get
3,
to pick
4,
which one.
5, 6.
I think 2 is the highest. She can, you know. 6?
Yeah, because I forgot to rage. I'm gonna rage.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought that was
you
a
can't frenzy attack unless you rage.
yeah.
Oh.
I figured you were rage because it's a daily.
Yeah,
you already
that's-
know it's only one fight, so
I meant
I just assumed you would rage anyway.
Oh, then
Add 2 damage to that.
8.
Yeah.
But,
Add 2 damage to that.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.
Okay. All right. So you take a good chunk out of them. So that makes it Mr. Tibbs and Mr. Bits.
I'll have my spider run up behind the troll. Yep. And start attacking it. Do we have advantage in the when an enemy is surrounded in
Nah.
5th?
Not like that.
Okay.
But you can have your spider use the... Oh, no, because you can only do 1 action. That fucking sucks, Dick. Technically, you could have your spider use the help action for those 2, and they'll get advantage on their attacks.
Or you could just bite it.
Spider.
Fucking
And
stupid. My familiar can do it.
Pegasus.
2 again.
I'm proud of you.
Your spider is too busy eating that last bug it caught. Or small animal.
Or small animal.
Alrighty, so,
Bugs are like Cheez-Its for it.
let's see.
They come in a box.
Alright, so, our paladin has drawn aggro. So, he's going
I wish I
to
knew shield.
slash at you twice with his terrifyingly huge and super sharp claws.
Oh, the big hands you have.
And he's going to crit. And the other hit is going to also be a super hit. He's going to get 24 on the other one.
Well, damn. I really wish I knew shield.
So,
Shield is an amazing spell. That's +5 to your AC. For
We could have used that blessing today.
till the end of
so the
turn.
first claw does 10 points damage. And the second claw does 11 points of damage. And then he's going to try to bite you.
Hot damn.
Pretty sure 15 is not going to be enough. So he does not bite you. You notice that the hole that you put into him from your pokey,
Mm-hmm.
and you notice the chunk of Achilles tendon that you stripped from him. It seems like those wounds are slowly coming back and knitting back together.
Nolan, if you don't get your ass out here, I'm gonna throw you into its mouth somehow.
Bitch, you can try.
Niallan, it is your turn.
Can I know that trolls are big, stupid, clumsy, and weak to fire. But what would I have to roll for my character to know that?
Let's do. Let's assume an intelligence check. And what'd you roll?
I rolled a 10 on the die, but I have a modifier of 4 for my intelligence. So it's a 14 without proficiency bonus.
I think that I mean trolls are one of those things. So it's really just a question of like I think everybody knows trolls are immune or not immune, but are weak to fire / acid. The question is identifying this as a troll.
Nature.
Or nature. Let's see. That's in the 177 to 178 range.
Oh my
is
God,
where
Tim.
we're looking at the.
50 wizard.
History, investigation, nature, turning plants, animals, weather, and natural cycles. I think it's fair to say that this is a troll.
Okay. I scream, hit it with fire! And I will use my major action to cast Hideous Laughter on it.
Alrighty. Is that a DC thing that he needs to pass?
Yep, the DC is 14.
Is it a wisdom, intelligence?
It is wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. So he fails.
Cool.
What does that do to him?
He breaks into a fit of laughter as if I had just told him an incredible joke. And it falls and is unable to stand up for the duration.
How long does it last?
1 minute or concentration.
And does it have to be in a language it understands?
Does not say that.
Okay.
A new chair in there.
Alrighty. Well then, I guess it's once every turn.
Yep.
So he falls prone and can take no actions.
Yep.
Wow.
But he gets a save every turn, and if he's damaged, he gets advantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
So it's a free turn at most.
Yeah.
Or at least.
Alrighty. Well then, Falrath, it is next to you.
I will loom over him like a harbinger of doom and cast a spell to alight my sword.
That spell worked. Holy shit, it worked.
Not for very long.
I'm not used to it working.
Do we get advantage or anything if they're prone, or
Yes.
is it just a bonus to hit?
You don't know he's prone, so you have advantage to hit him with physical melee attacks, but you have disadvantage to shoot him because he's now
Okay.
harder to shoot.
Sorry,
like,
bro.
you know.
I will cast my flaming sword spell. It just ignites. I'll turn it upside down, just stab it right down into him. I will burn a spell slot to Divine Smite
Right.
if I hit. So I'm sure I will hit with a 14 plus.
On the die roll, yeah,
4.
you've got him. You stab him and you summon the divine might of holiness into his black heart.
Okay, so for the damage, 6 for the initial hit, and then 14. That's a terrible smite. 16, and then 4 fire damage, and he is ignited.
Oh, so he's on fire.
He is on fire.
That is amazing.
So you said 14? I'm sorry.
16.
16,
And he's
got
on
it.
fire. And
Which is a DC something.
yes, if I had bookmarked the spell like a smart. See, that's why I'm not the wizard. I don't know how to use bookmark.
I looked at that as well because I recently rebuilt a
At the start of
paladin.
each of its turns, it gets to make a con save.
So not now.
Oh boy! Constitution!
On a failed save, it takes 1d6 more fire damage.
17, so he passes.
Yeah.
He does not stay alit.
Did I
Alrighty.
mention they're big, stupid, and clumsy, and probably really healthy?
Really, really healthy. Alrighty, so yes, the troll has a con of 20, so he is very, very healthy.
And he gets advantage on his saving throw against Tasha. Idiot
Yeah.
laughter.
On his turn.
Okay.
But now it's Joy's turn.
It is now Joy's turn. Joy to the world. All the boys
Well,
and girls.
is he on the ground?
Yeah, he's laughing.
So you can reach him now.
It's probably more like
Oh my god, that's fucking creepy. Get out here and hit it with fire, and I'm gonna try and go for its throat.
I'm just gonna cast Flaming Sphere in his turn.
So out from behind the.
yeah, you have
the
advantage on
caravan
this
is
anyway.
A flaming ball.
because he's
No,
prone.
it's
to-
also behind him.
Okay.
Hey, bro.
It's magic. Oh,
I'm gonna have to use my rage.
magic.
You already had advantage to.
I
Choose her
know!
halfling.
Oh.
I guess I'm thinking of
Because that
I
Finder.
didn't hit it. Apparently he's rolling with laughter.
Apparently, he's rolling with laughter, and
Would you
maybe
like to
the
try
sight of the
frenzy?
troll laughing is making you laugh. Maybe you've just
It's
got a
so
case of the
silly.
laugh. Yeah, it's just silly.
ridiculous. I'm gonna try a frenzy at least.
Alrighty.
You get advantage.
Oh, yay! 19.
Well, roll it again just to see if you may get a 20. Because advantage, you just take the highest.
19.
Or 19 it is.
19! You stop that.
Especially seeing it's from somebody else's show. It's from Critical Role.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of critical roll to
13.
remember. So.
13.
I need to go back and rewatch it.
Alrighty.
Throat.
Well, you take a good chunk of his flesh out.
Yay.
And that is Joy. Mr. Tibbs!
I'm gonna miss.
You have disadvantage.
Quick, light your spider on fire and he hugs it.
No, I'm gonna have my spider attacking
Yeah.
again.
Well, he has advantage. Nobble, 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 nobble.
Well, that was 6. 17. So it has to hit.
17 is probably going to
We
hit.
can, you should play a rogue and just try to go.
So he's gonna have to make that DC 11 con, which he probably will.
I could always roll a 5 for less.
+5.
I roll
Oh,
1, so
wait.
he does.
What? God damn.
Sweet.
We are the status affliction party.
Let's
not
just
very
go
good
for
at
normal
it.
damage first.
It's not being good.
that
It's
is-
throwing
nibble,
enough at it.
Hey, every nibble-
2 damage for normal.
You can't say it
And
against
then-
everything.
8 for the
Is
poison.
that the mentality of an all wizard party?
Alright, the poison
They look
infects
like on
him.
fire.
So 1 damage per fang, and then 8 for the poison.
Alrighty, and that was Mr. Tibbs.
What
That
does the
makes
poison
it.
do? It gets-
Alright, so he has advantage. Not on a 1. Wow. I rolled a
Wow.
1 3 times in a row.
Yes.
The statistical chance.
Likelihood of rolling 3 ones.
It's one in 838. So I looked it up for her.
My fourth roll was a 19. But
Good
hey,
thing you wasted it.
I've never had the spell work before. I'm so.
so you still got a
beside
flamey
myself.
sword. I'm going to streamline this. You kill the
Literally, 'cause
troll.
you're floating forward.
So the troll is defeated via Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yes, it did something.
You get 10 hit points as a reward.
Woohoo! And then we go to sleep.
And then, yes, of course, you all go to sleep. That was day 9, Taylor. So day 10 belongs to you, sir.
13.
Cool.
I think I heard 29.
I know, right? That would have been really fun.
Five
So
trolls. Set the bog on fire.
Up. 5 trolls.
you can see the roadhouse in the distance.
House. Roadhouse.
It went through everybody's head.
And but before that roadhouse stands a veritable ton of humans, all armed, looking at you hungrily.
Okay.
And they are going to. They all have like woad paint and shields and spears and
There's a
all
roadhouse,
sorts
bro.
of fun stuff.
It's full of food.
Are
And
they
they want-
bandits? They bandits?
Yeah, they're
Go
big.
kill them.
And they're coming for you.
But it's
Me?
right there.
Well, not you
But then
specifically.
they
Oh.
spend our money.
But-
No, I'm just saying because she used to be a bandit.
I don't understand.
leader. So I was like, oh shit, they're
It's
back.
right. It's
Hi, guys.
Falrath and Niallan are having an argument. No, but it's literally right. They can just turn around and go steal from those fuckers.
But then we'll go in.
But you guys are the.
And
What makes you
on
think
the
they haven't
road.
already?
Us. There's a roadhouse. There's all the enemies, and then there's us.
So the horde that
Jesus.
comes to you
Just
is you've got 12 bandits charging you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, that's more than 12, but the other guy.
All
can
right.
deal with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
bandits.
That's what the other caravan dudes are attacking. So
Can we just stand behind them? I mean, we carried the weight for most of it. We fought the ugliest troll.
That motherfucker hit hard too. I'll let you know that right now.
I know, I took 21 points of damage.
Shit hurt.
Okay, down to 12.
You want to grease it? Grease lightning?
It won't work out here.
Oh.
Alrighty, so
There's
Falrath,
still a road.
you are first to act. They are masters of ambush, so they are roughly 30 feet away from you guys when they sprung out, went ha, and started charging you guys.
Cool story.
Is there one? I will step in front of the wizard and hold my action to one close
Thank
into range.
God.
Alrighty,
Sword and shield at the ready.
Smack his ass. It's a free action.
Tibbs, Mr. Tibbs.
My ready action hits the wizard in the face. on accident.
The closest one near me, let fire a little bow. Pew.
A short bow is 1d6.
Yeah.
Would a slingshot be like 1d4?
13. So that'll be a 20. 20 to hit. And
20 to hit is a hit.
9 damage. Max.
Hit him. Takes a lot of damage. Continues on. He's very unhappy.
He only
Niallan.
I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere right in the middle of them.
Alrighty.
It's a 5-foot diameter, so it's only going to hit one of them.
Okay.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh my god, it's a ball of fire! He fails miserably.
Okay. That motherfucker right there
That motherfucker right there.
takes 4 points of damage.
Ah! Is it the same one he shot, or is it a different one?
It's the same one he shot.
Alright, so that guy with an arrow and suddenly bursty of flames as a spear of fire finishes him off.
I will then use my minor to move it 30 feet and ram down the line.
So we'll say
charred corpse.
if it moves 30 feet, so that's 6 guys, and it'll end in one guy's square.
Okay. So they each have to make a dexterity saving throw.
This name's suspiciously like Courtney's Death Star moon laser.
It's a nice moon.
What is the DC?
This is updated on the board
It's 14.
Alright, so the first guy fails, second guy passes. 2 fails, 1 pass. 3 fails, 1 pass. 4 fails, 1 pass. And 4 fails, 2 passes.
So the guys that pass will take half of this.
Alright.
9 points of damage. So they take, the guys who failed take full, the guys who passed take all. Is there anything on them that's flammable?
Hair.
Like, are they ignited?
No, leather armor and scimitars.
So,
Sorry, I'll bring an oil cannon with me next time.
Alrighty. So lots of burniness. You hear a lot of Alright. That was Niallan. So Joy.
Your boyfriend's outdoing you.
Like hell.
So let's jump in the middle of 11 guys.
Yeah.
that's an average Sunday night for her.
Shit. Yeah.
We didn't stay long enough in Waterdeep for that.
Well, I'm gonna rage.
I'd
I'm
like to
gonna
rage.
fucking run because I've been provoked. And I'm gonna swing at the nearest kneecap that I come in contact
She's been
with.
triggered.
Alright.
Hate that fucking word.
I'm gonna guess an 8 doesn't hit.
But that's how you activate
8
fire.
does not hit.
Alright, well then I'm gonna reckless attack, which seems...
You earned that.
Yep.
Do I give D3?
18?
18's a hit.
Yay!
Sure, I'll never notice.
Randall has a thing where he gives us D3s if we make an amusing enough joke.
And sometimes out of pity.
Oh my god.
I think that's mostly for me. Mostly out of pity.
There we go. There's.
Damn.
He did.
He's
12,
dead.
13, 14, 15, 16.
Yes, he's dead.
17.
Alright,
Okay.
so you'll splatter
You hit his kneecap so hard, his entire body flips forward and smashes on a rock.
Perfect.
that guy.
And then I'm gonna frenzy to try and get one of his friends.
Yeah, alright, frenzy away.
Frenzy.
Yep, that's a 19.
That's a hit.
And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Cool, that's
14,
another guy dead.
15, okay.
It is. I helped. All right, fuck you.
She did
Alrighty.
say she hit full enough, guys.
So that's Joy.
Who's out doing who now?
Still me
I can't hear you over the sound of screaming.
and burning.
Yeah,
And
well,
crying.
my guys aren't screaming anymore, so.
It's more fun when I scream.
Oh, 3 bodies.
I mean,
I can't see her holding up her middle finger over the pile of bodies she just made.
okay, she's so. I didn't even realize. It's like tick 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 tick. Oh, it's a short joke. I was like, I don't understand. She only killed 2. Oh.
Wait, damn it, now I'm in the middle of like 9 dudes.
I don't see what you're. You never complained about that ever before. So I mean,
it's no like
You
2
take half
berserkers
damage.
and a dragon, a half dragon, but still like.
You take half damage from
Yeah.
9 attacks.
that means you're bound to take at least
Well, the guy
9
that has
damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so they have advantage against you since you're...
Yep.
Or is that
No,
two?
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's like, yeah.
They all have.
No.
Tick, 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 tick.
I thought it was just that one guy. Yeah, you're right.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
should have readied
AC?
my action to put a leash on Joy.
15.
Oh, she's done her thing. Pooh.
She is light enough, I'm sure. Being
Yeah.
a halfling.
What the fuck?
It's my it laugh.
No, that's horrible.
You said your AC is 15?
Yep.
Aha, aha, aha.
Yeah, I'll float, Georgie.
All right, so you have 5 guys are surrounding you and trying to hit you with their scimitar. You were able to avoid 2 of their scimitar slashes, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
okay, so you are resistant to slashing because you're raging right now.
Yep.
All right, so the first one hits you for 3 points of damage, and that's with your resistance, so that's 3 goes through. The next one also hits you for 3, and so they all do 3 points of damage with the resist. They all would have, so that would have been like 18 points of damage without it.
Is there a penis over there?
And then
No, that's the guy you lit on fire, I think.
the
What's left
4
of it?
that got horribly scorched with the ball of flaminess will fire their arrows at who they saw do that.
I'm behind a guy.
Yeah.
So, is
They're
there
gonna
anything
do
for
it
that?
anyway.
Being extremely short behind another dude?
No, because they see you clearly between his legs
That's silly.
with
Oh,
balls.
they're shooting between
You're
your
not,
legs.
you're not a Lightfoot halfling, so
All 4 of them.
I hope you're wearing a codpiece. They're trying to aim for him between you.
my codpiece is shaped like justice.
So bad.
But horribly burned means that they're really not holding their crossbows right, so they miss horrendously. So
I had the spell slot.
Falrath, it is now your turn. You see about 25 feet ahead of you, the barbarian has got 5 people slashing at her, and they are drawing blood, but it's not as, horrific as you would have originally thought. They are hitting her, but they seem to be, their blades just aren't, they're just kind of drawing lines on her, but they don't seem to be getting really any meat
Rage
out
has
of them.
emboldened her.
Yes.
I asked the wizard if he'll be safe if I go kill the people shooting him. Cool. I will waltz towards... Waltz? No. I will menacingly march towards the 4 archers.
He looks at the ranger and
Alright.
I have 2 other bodies I can have behind.
You see them furiously cranking
I'm
their
gonna cast mirror image next turn.
crossbows, trying to...
Is that how they work? Like a car window?
Yeah, they crank.
Oh.
You, depending on what kind of crossbow. If they're heavy crossbows, they need an actual crank.
Oh.
I will...
I like
That little
Joffrey's
handle on the
crossbow.
front. The little handle on the front is really step on it and, put some torque into it.
But if it's really light, you put it down, you can just pull the string back.
But those don't shoot very far.
No, but they don't
I
need
learned
to.
something today.
I will march towards the crossbowmen and come up to the first one and just plunge my sword through him.
Alrighty.
I just walk up to the guy and shiv him.
Yes. I can math. Math is good, right? 15?
That's a hit. Roll damage.
I can think.
Okay.
So
You'll kill him.
okay.
These guys are the horribly burned ones anyway, so as long as you really hit them, you killed them.
And I will. I guess I can't make an intimidate check against the other archers.
Your action alone is pretty intimidating.
Okay.
Alrighty, so that's Falrath's turn. Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Bits, help the angry one so she's not angry at us. And have the
can't
spider
argue
run
with
into
the
the fray and attack one of the first
Can I
guys.
cast Rage on her
Sure.
at some point?
I don't think it
And
stacks.
he rolls
Why not?
1.
One's a morale bonus and one's a magic bonus.
Just like have bangs.
Niallan, at least you're getting the bad rolls out now.
My turn?
Yes,
So
sir.
I will
sounds
use
like
my minor action to move the ball back down the line, but stop short of him. Like, not hit him.
My beautiful elven faces.
Alright.
Oh, almost on fire.
They take damage if they pass as well, right?
Yeah.
What's the minimum damage?
Minimum damage would be 2 damage.
Roll your damage real fast just to see. As long as you don't roll double ones.
6.
Okay, so they're dead, regardless of... So you basically roll it back down. The archers, because those were the guys, they stopped and pulled out, and they were like, getting closer is not a good idea. But no matter what, not a good idea. So they're dead.
It's been a very long trip. I will kill all of you.
Enjoy your turn, mademoiselle.
Guessing you
Continue.
5 don't want your kneecaps.
Continue the murdering.
Yes.
She's got a collection of kneecaps. hanging around her neck.
18 on the one of
That's
Yep.
what it is.
Yep.
Alright.
A lot
Yep,
of
that's
burning
good.
bodies around here.
Well,
This Roadhouse must be on the highway to the danger zone.
8.
Fuck out.
8. All right, so you kill one of the wounded ones.
And then
I'm
I'm
sorry,
gonna-
I have a problem.
What
I
a
can't help
frenzy.
myself.
I killed one?
Yeah, you killed one of the wounded ones.
Oh, no, I'm gonna fucking kill another one. $15?
Oh,
15's a hit. Roll damage.
God damn.
$14?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Killed another one. So with that final killing, these guys are just, gonna sound the horn of retreat, and they are gonna disengage and run.
Good.
Better fucking run.
I stand there amidst all the burned bodies going, well, I could have just had a nap.
The flaming spear rolls around you.
It just does wheelies. What's up, bro?
I could have just stayed in the fucking wagon.
You didn't ask if it was a good if I could handle it. You asked if I would be okay if you ran. You didn't ask if I was just gonna kill them all anyway.
Alrighty.
I guess we should go check the Roadhouse, see if they accosted it or not.
They better not.
Okay, so as you arrive at the Roadhouse, you see that they have nice palisade walls and all that fun stuff. So hence the reason why the bandits didn't try with them. They have no way to breach the place. Even they could just pound on the walls all day long and get nowhere. So that's why they jumped you on the streets or on the road. So how it works is the caravan arrives and it's basically one wagon at a time goes in, and they have workers, laborers in there that take the time to offload it. They have a warehouse. So the guys carrying actual, like the wagons that take, that actually have, road building materials, they go into basically the common warehouse, and then you notice, but since they're going in one at a time and considering your position in the caravan, you notice it's now the time for them to start offloading the suspected cultist wagons. And you guys, I would imagine, are 3 or 4 wagons behind or back. What do you guys do?
Creep up.
Can we see if what they're unloading or anything?
No, you can just see it's the chests that you believe are full of gems. And actually, you already know that one of them is actually full of gems.
Can I attempt to make a stealth roll to see if I can shadow the workers and see where they take them?
Sure.
24.
Okay. So you keep to the shadows and you keep to the or I shouldn't even really say that. You just know how to blend in with the regular folks of the caravan. So you're just another nameless face amongst them. As you watch them unload the wagons, you'll notice a large half-orc, because all half-orcs are large, directing laborers to carry the crates
Done.
brought from the green fields into the warehouse. And with a 24, you follow, some of the laborers. I think you would actually probably even be able to kind of pull your, and actually, help bring in some, maybe a chest dipped, and they're like, oh shit, and you just came up and like, here, I'll help. And they're like grateful for your help, and you were able to get inside because nobody noticed who you are. So you get to take it in, and you notice that there's the warehouse, and as you're going, there's pallets of, stone, wood, all the things that you would find in medieval road building. And then there's a area where it's the what they call the strongroom. everything. It's wood with metal, bars making a checkers board. So you've got bars going up and down, metal bars going left and right around it, and then they have a door with very solid metal hinges and a very imposing lock. And Bogluck is actually there going, okay, put the chest in there, and so they have the chest nice and neatly stacked inside the strong room. And as soon as, you've got the chest in there, he's like, all right, go back and, continue help. And you're able to slip back out of that role and rejoin your party.
Did I notice any windows?
No.
Like, especially around... Okay.
In the warehouse, yes. In the strong room, no.
I wouldn't think so, but you never know.
Yeah. Okay, so they continue to offload. Eventually, all the wagons are brought in and offloaded into the warehouse. All the horses are then also stabled. Effectively, the warehouse is a multi-storied building with sleeping quarters are actually above the warehouse.
Okay.
I saw a hole in the roof.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. So effectively, you have the warehouse, and then behind the warehouse is the stables. And there's a nice, those are, you've got basically a 5-foot door here and a 5-foot door here. Very large doors for allowing the animals in and out. And then you have the warehouse, and then you have several rooms for, sleeping quarters are around the stone walls of this place. And then there's also coming into the courtyard is 5 foot, 5 foot. I would say the ground is mostly dirt and mud, but it's been you can tell they've thrown a lot of gravel into it, so it's not like you're really stomping and sludging into mud, but you are getting some mud along the bottom of your boots. Just enough that you can tell that the ground here is moist.
I picked the fussy wizard up to carry him over the mud.
The half-orc seems to be
You don't care about
in
mud
charge of
Chivalry is dead.
You like the mud and the blood.
the Roadhouse. That's actually called Carnath Roadhouse. And his room is the closest to... it's up against the wall that leads to the stables, and is... the rooms are multi-tiered. So in front of his door is actually the stairs up to the second floor, where there's again more rooms that people can stay in.
He seems paranoid and wants to keep an eye on everything.
There's effectively 18 rooms that people can sleep in. And the second floor of the warehouse is a makeshift... that's where the kitchen is. So the warehouse is multi-storied. And that's where people go to eat. And it's kind of like your stereotypical medieval tavern. You go and there's a bunch of round tables. There's a bar and a kitchen where people can make food, all that fun stuff. So you guys have secured one of the rooms as your room to stay in. What would you guys like to do?
Well, our goal is not to retrieve the treasure. Our goal is to track the dudes.
Yep.
So the best thing we can do is just
Keep following.
wait and watch. Is our caravan continuing on from this point, or is this a stopping point for a lot of people?
This is where the caravan, for the most part, stops. the people that were coming out to do bringing road building supplies stop here. But there are a few wagons continuing onward. But those wagons, none of those are the ones that you have marked or that you believe are the cultist wagons. The people that you believe are cultists are, they're still here. So we're going to advance storyline for you to figure that out. We'll say the next day. You spend that day just kind of like, well, let's just keep an eye on them. You notice that the people that you believe are cultists, they are still standoffish. They're still in their little cliques, so you can't really approach them and get any information out of them. But you can, during dinner that night, you can talk to other people, and they're like, oh yeah, we're figuring out, because they want to know who they need, they're traveling with. You actually get a couple offers, job offers, but obviously you're going to turn them down, saying, I think we might, maybe we'll head back to Neverwinter, I think we might hang out here and help out around, see what's going on. You make up some excuse as to reason why you're not going to go with them. They're obviously disappointed because you guys were, very monumental in defending the, they saw your work on the trolls and the bandits, and your group was probably the most efficient, most effective, honestly. So they know how good you are, so they're definitely a little disappointed. They actually probably offer you a sizable amount of money, more than a normal guard, but not enough, for adventurers, of course. But, what you're doing is very important, so you're not going to accept any of it.
Who's this?
I know, right?
Can you find yourself real quick?
Fuck you, Randall!
Real quick?
So, you guys are, so
yet.
the next day, those caravan wagons,
Later on.
they head out, you get to shake their hands, and, they're very grateful for the efforts you put in, and they hope to see you again sometime in the future, and they depart.
I spend my time casting minor illusion and putting myself inside of a fake box and poking my head out, putting it back in, and laughing and going, this will be so much fun on the battlefield. Because they have to spend their action examining it to even get an intelligence check. So I can stick my head out and cast spells out of it, put my head back in.
I watched the wizard in bafflement.
But they can't attack me because I'm in the box.
Alright, so the second day, the caravans
Why do all these
leave.
guys have true seeing now?
Is there anything you guys want to do? You're just going to watch for more caravan? Okay, so...
Well, I'm going in and out of a box right now.
I will watch the cultists and any caravans that... Yeah, if they don't look like they're ready to go, I don't feel like the need to rush out and try to get hired. But I definitely want to watch them and listen to all the other people saying where they might go. Because we don't have any idea where the cultists are going.
Okay.
If you need me to kill
But you have advantage
anything,
on intelligence checks.
send Mr. Bits,
I'll
Mr.
attack the
Beaker,
box.
whatever the fuck his raven's
That's
called.
fair.
Mr.
Still
Beaker?
attack me. Fuck you.
Mr. Beaky. I'm gonna drink and horn
There's
myself.
gotta be
Okay.
percentile
Yeah.
chance
What?
of hitting
Yeah.
you when
It's
you're
a
taking luck.
disadvantage.
Joy's gone back to her working girl ways.
Yeah. So the kitchen, there's a gentleman there who runs the kitchen, and his name is Gristle Pete. That's what they call him. That's his name. That's what he goes by. So Gristle Pete, he is effectively the head chef of this place. The owner, the person who runs Karnath Roadhouse, is the half-orc. Bogluck is his name. He, you notice, something I want you guys to notice about him, and something that is obvious for you. Courtney's character is with you guys. She has not left, but she's with you guys.
Where the fuck have the blesses been?
She's
doing
been
dark.
feeling really under the weather. Clearly, the bog, the marsh,
Troll pup.
is not, with her joyous, run out into the field full of,
Dylan.
butterflies. That stuff isn't, so she's a little down in her spirits and, is feeling a little under the weather. So, but she comes out with her, with one of the scabbards. I remember that she has them with the dragons, on it, very ornate scabbards. And she points out that the scabbards that you guys took from the cultists way back in your
Spelunking days?
spelunking days in the cave of dragon eggs, they are almost, if not an exact match of the scabbard that holds Bogluck's short sword that he perpetually carries with him. So
It's a
interesting.
Or he found one just like we did.
Or
I check his knees. He could have been an adventurer formerly.
The
I went around.
You did a re-envisioning.
all right. So that night, after Courtney says, "Okay, I feel sick again," and disappears back into her room.
Druid problems.
You guys, you guys go up to the kitchen, and of course, I mean it's a little bit less people now, but it'll be another, wave of wagons will come. You while you're eating, there is a disturbance outside, but it's small. Bogluck goes outside, and you guys continue eating your meal. Inside the kitchen, because of the disturbance, there's kind of a lull, and you can actually overhear Gristle Pete as he's stirring the pot of stew that he's making for everybody. I just can't get no sleep with all those damn critters downstairs. Ugh.
I slide over.
And he
Critters.
yeah, there's rats coming in, man, which is odd, but because I sleep in the corner, and it's just that's where the strong room is. I sleep over the strong room. It's usually real quiet, and you've seen the bars over it, but man, I mean, rats get in how they get in, I guess. I've told old Pete, or I told Bogluck to, about it, and he said he'll deal with it, and he's a right old chap, so I'm sure he will, but man, they're keeping me up all night long, man. Oh, I just can't get no sleep. Ugh.
You seem like you could use a good night's rest. Maybe he seems busy handling stuff. Busy Roadhouse. Maybe someone else could take care of it for you.
Well, you should extend that offer to Bogluck. I'm sure he'll take any kind of help and any kind of extermination, I'm sure. But I don't have no I can't let you do I don't have the authority over the strong room.
You think the
Bogluck,
rats are in the strong room?
that's why I sleep right above it, so that's where I assume they are. That's what it sounds like.
Is this recent?
Yeah, that's been going on like the past 2 nights, man.
I lean over to Niallan. I don't remember them stealing rats from Greenness. Have you talked to him? He said he'd deal with it, but he hasn't yet.
Intelligence 14 and probably nature 2. Can rats carry out shit?
If they're dire rats?
Some
Not-
elaborate thief is taking coins one coin at a time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, that's
Actually, there was a guy arrested at a bank for stealing like tenths of a penny away from bank accounts. And you can make a lot of money doing that. So it's conceivable if a
Someone
That's
off-
the
maybe
plot
you've
of
got a
Superman
magic rat.
3 and
The office space.
Office
Yeah.
Space.
So I can help you sleep if you'd like. I'm not threatening you. I can give you a means of sleep.
Well, as long as I can sleep through them, sure. Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, just let me know next time you go to bed. I'll help you out.
All right, I appreciate that.
check the floor.
So you guys, he whips up the stew, and it's he's been doing this forever, so his stew pretty decent. It's very hearty.
It's
and it tastes pretty good.
Never.
The cook kind of rolls his eyes to your comments. Yeah, I've never heard that one before. You're real funny, man. And he says in that really drony, oh my god, if I have to hear that joke one more time.
Does he put the thing up to his throat too? It's coming right for me.
Yeah, so everybody's eating. It's about 9 in the evening, and he's like, okay, guys, I gotta go to bed. And he whips out, his bedroll, and he's like, hey, do you mind helping me out?
Yep. So I will cast sleep on him.
So he, because he wants to sleep, so he'll not resist it.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's out.
We're sit here and
Alternatively,
listen.
barbarian just
I
go
told him to check the room.
Oh.
So while he's asleep, I'm gonna check his room. Not
Okay. Well, it's his room is is the kitchen.
Bless his heart.
So he
Health
just
and safety.
whips out a bedroll and sleeps in the corner.
But I'm looking like exactly at the floorboards around like the strong.
Yeah, I got you. I know you're gonna try to hear what he's talking about. About
The rat whisperer.
for a couple hours, really nothing happens. You don't hear anything, and then you do hear, it's not loud, but it's kind of like scratches, loud. It would be if you were downstairs in the strong. It would be loud scratches, but because it's muffled because of the floorboards.
Does it sound like much louder than rats would be?
It sounds, to you, it seems like, it's, put your ear to the floor is what your character would do. So make a perception check. Wisdom.
You could always go ask for a second opinion.
Yeah, like
Oh, that's bad. 14.
So to you, it sounds like for you that there is a ruckus. I guess the sound of it, like how you would describe it, is if you had like cats downstairs and they're kind of like knocking shit over as cats do. That's kind of what it sounds like downstairs. Except you don't hear meowing,
You're draconian?
But like if cats didn't
Draconian
make
cat.
noises other than the shit that they knocked over and the running around and the, that's what it sounds like. Just no meowing. Just typical cat bullshit downstairs, no meowing.
I go to Falrath. I think dragons have hatched.
Is something on fire?
No, that doesn't sound like rats.
What's the guard situation for the entrance to the warehouse part of this building?
Pretty much none. There's, it's full of road supplies, stones and wood.
So they think
It's not valuable enough that, there's a reason why they're able to send out trains like this basically every day, every other day.
So they think the iron bars and everything for the strong room is good enough. It's
it's
built into the same building.
Especially that, and the half orc is fucking terrifying.
Where is he?
Considering it's middle of the night, you would assume he's asleep in his room.
Where is his room? Do we know?
Yeah, I mean he,
It's by the stairs.
considering that he is a respected member of society in a place full of people that are trying to help expand civilization. So a lot of lawful individuals you would imagine are around, and there's plenty of guards like you. He's got his own contingent of guards that just mans. I mean, it's a pretty well armed place. So he really, he has no issues here in terms of You've noticed that he is very meticulous. That people are like, hey, because there are no chests in your rooms unless you guys brought a chest. So in order to lock up your valuables, you have to go to him and say, hey, do you mind if I put I just got paid, do you mind if I leave my wages while I, hang out here and try to find the next caravan in the strong room? And he actually has a ledger, and he goes, okay, what's your name? This is what you're putting in there. Now make your mark, signifying that that's what happens. And then he is very meticulous in making sure that you get exactly what you put in is what exactly you get to take out. So he is very meticulous about it. And I mean, he's a very successful Roadhouse owner. So I think there's a reason why he's the one at the business end of this road building effort.
So there's no guards outside the warehouse door then?
Nope. I mean, there's I would say there's a few guys that are walking the walls to make sure that monsters and bad guys aren't coming in, considering how close to the Mare of Dead Men you are. And considering you've had several significant attacks upon the caravan just getting out here, so these guys are very, very walk the walls and make sure,
Should I pull the trigger on one of you?
What?
Make you invisible. Invisible.
Well, he
I
has
want
the
to
best
go outside
dex.
and take a walk
I will
and
go
see
with him.
if the torches and everything. If I were to approach the warehouse door, would it be obvious someone was there or not?
We hold hands as we do it.
Well, as you,
Because I had to lift him up over.
as you go down to the warehouse, I mean, the warehouse is up against the stable, and you guys it's about midnight, maybe 12:30, maybe even 1 in the morning, depending on how late you guys imagine yourselves going to do this after hearing the scratches.
Right. I need to go to sleep.
The animals are pretty quiet, but every now and then you might hear some stamping or something like that coming from the stables. As you go, after you get down the stairs, you turn left, and there's the door into the warehouse. You go in. There's no one there. It's darkened. There's no open, torch out because it's a warehouse. You don't want shit burning down, especially since there's nobody in there. There's supplies all up against the walls, and you walk around, and there's the door with the banding of iron all around it, and the very imposing lock.
What's that over there that you should turn around and
And I assume the two of you have dark vision, or so
They,
I turn
everyone's
everybody but you. So
While the wizard's back is turned, I will attempt to magically force my way into the lock by means of which my background does not at all give me.
I prepare an invisibility.
and so you have
I have these tools.
you have thieves' tools. So yes, because this is not something you could do without thieves' tools. You must have thieves' tools.
I do whisper to him, if shit goes tits up, I'm casting invisibility on myself and running. Wish you the best of luck.
Oh, braves for Robin.
18.
At least I'm
18?
honest about it.
Alrighty.
The mighty paladin leans down. Nobody look.
He's so self-conscious.
All right. So there's the two of you downstairs. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Roll initiative.
Wait.
Oh, you have our cards. You have our cards. I do like.
I'm sorry. You've been surprised by roll initiative comment.
Oh no, it's a surprise round.
It's fine.
I don't suppose you have your familiar on you.
Yep.
Because he might need to run an errand real quick.
They fucked up!
That's what it'll do. Fuck off! No! Fuck up! Fuck up!
Oh,
Get the fuck up!
where's Nolan?
They broke into the thing. I mean.
On second thought, I'm turning into Haggard. We probably shouldn't have done that.
Definitely shouldn't have done that.
Definitely should have done that.
I'll probably do it again. I am self-aware. I don't learn.
You unlock the door and you push it forward, and you hear, "Spaglak, is that you?"
Told you.
Deception roll.
You can attempt it.
Yeah.
He asked for Spaglak, the orc.
Mm-hmm.
Orc. Meticulous orc who's keeping...
I can cast Disguise Self.
You want to do that and turn yourself into an orc.
Don't let the squeaky voice, I gotta disappear.
I will attempt to deepen my voice. Say, checking up on things. Cook's been complaining of noises. Need to keep it down. I rolled it totals up to an 18 for deception.
Unfortunately, swinging the door open, these creatures can see about as well as you can see, and they know that you are not Bogluk. You're not Bogluk! And so you have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Cool.
It is 7:13.
We can finish this up.
Can they see what enemies? Now I'm curious.
You have dark vision, don't you? I have dark
It's
vision.
everyone's favorite.
Lizard
Oh.
folk.
Wizard folk.
Had to be
Yay!
lizard
Oh,
folk.
fuck.
This is because we went to Baldur's Gate, wasn't it?
So,
Those references, no.
Sorry.
you hear them say, "You're not Boglux," and so you're able to react faster than they are. So, Falrath, you won the initiative war on this one. So, your first action.
How many of them are there?
You see 6 of them.
I closed the door.
Alrighty. So you close the door.
I will attempt to push my way against it with my sword and look at the wizard. Back up. We need backup.
Alright, Niallan, it is now your
I
turn.
cast web, anchoring it on the sides of the walls over top of the door, and then send my raven. And then, with my move action, will find a crate to hide behind until backup arrives.
A triangular shaped crate that covers the
Alright. So your raven flies off. Get help! As you
Get Cord!
spider web shoots out and covers the door.
Get the raven goes and gets the orc. No, no,
That's going to put him in an awkward position.
So
fucking idiot.
alright, so the you hear some I'm trying to imagine what a strength check against all that would be. So you're still bracing the door with the spider webbing, and you hear the lizard, or you hear some scratches on the other side and some grunting. So we'll give you advantage on a strength check to keep the door closed. We'll go with
16. Or is this an athletics check, would you say?
I
I mean, I don't know.
I'm just thinking about like opposed strength checks
Okay,
to
16.
their strength against your strength to see if they can shoulder pass it. Okay, so you got a 16, they got a 21. So they
They're more of them than me.
clearly they got together and teamwork, it out, and they slammed into it and pushed open the door.
Burst into a column of webs. Sorry, you're also in this column of webs.
I hope it's my shield arm so I can go. Just maneuver.
No, the webs will pretty much fill most of the room.
Oh, right, it's the big old doolally.
Yep.
Fack.
Alright.
I'm the paladin of webbing.
So to understand this, right? So they
I don't know.
push past the door and shove you back. And so did you effectively trap the door? So that way, no. Okay, so I'm trying to understand what the spider
They
webbing
would
was.
come out. If they came out of the room, they would have to make a dexterity saving throw, or be caught in the web.
I'm guessing since
Okay,
I was
so
thrown backwards. I should-
so the
You-
webbing was right behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he will also have to make one.
Okay, so I misunderstood this. I thought that you were using webbing to help secure the door in place. Okay, so now?
I'm stuck.
Okay, you're stuck.
You can make a strength test on your turn to get out.
Mm.
The,
Hope you don't mind fire, because that's what's coming next.
I thought, only you get to set your ship in fire.
Yes, because I'm about to fill the room with smoke so we can run.
I don't know what being stuck means. I will deal with the web.
You're restrained, as if grappled.
So I can still attack? Or...
well, look up grapple.
Okay.
Or restrained. I think restrained is actually different than grappled.
Restrained.
Yeah, restraint.
Creature speed is 0. Attack rolls have advantage. My attack rolls have disadvantage. I have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay. So it's pretty cramped, this warehouse. So one lizard folk is going to see all this magic.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'll hold him back, brothers. Move quickly. And so he is going to stand in the doorway and swing on the paladin, and you notice that the rest turn back, and you see them, while dude's trying to stab you, grabbing chest, and you see them shoveling it into into the back corner of the room. You can't quite see what's going on, but you assume that there's clearly some secret entrance or exit in the strong room that they are using to take these chests out. So the lizardman is going to approach you.
Which paladins do fireball?
He's going to try to swing on you with his, and he has advantage against you because you're restrained. He's going to crit with the heavy club. Okay, it's going So he's going to do 11 points of damage with his heavy club. He's going to wallop you pretty good with it. And then he's going to try to stab you with his spike shield. 14 is not going to be good enough to get past your armor.
Wiggle away like a spider.
So you wiggle away.
I'm really bad at its job, spider.
From his spike shield. So Falrath, it is now your turn.
Going to look the lizard in the eye and say, "You're going to regret that," and attempt to wriggle my rapier through to stab him. You want me to reroll that?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, 19.
Yeah.
Well, I have to take disadvantage, but it's still a 16. 17.
Yeah. 16 is good enough. Roll damage.
Okay, I'm going to use my Divine Smite and burn my Bane.
Alrighty.
$20 points of damage as I just lunge it through the webbing at him.
And it's pretty devastating for him, but he is still on his feet, and you just hear him, "Hurry, brothers!"
That's cute.
Cool.
Alrighty. And that makes it Niallan's turn. Yep.
Orb of fire.
Yep, I cast Flaming Sphere in the room, centered on the guys that are in there.
Alright.
Just the first one I can see.
Okay.
I used to make a dexterity saving throw.
He fails.
He takes 10 points of damage. And then I'm going to try and move it around the guys I can see from my vantage point.
They're somewhere in there. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Eventually I'm going to use this movement and just do this in the room.
Okay. So that'll be, fails. One pass. I don't know why I rolled the... so 2 pass, 2 fails. Or I'm sorry, 3 fails, 2 pass.
6 points. So the ones that failed took 6. The ones that passed took 3.
Alright. So there's some burning, some unhappiness.
If only there was salamandermen. Because apparently salamanders are immune to fire.
Alright. Yeah. So the one that is fighting you will continue his attacks. He's going to hit you with his heavy club again and succeed, getting a 22. And then he's going to try to stab you with his spiked shield.
I need a spike.
And miss. So he is going to do...
I might take that. I don't know how the attack of the shield works.
He will do 7 points of damage to you with his heavy club. Alright. At this point, the Raven has gone to Mr. Tibbs and Joy.
What is it, boy?
Sounds about right.
Considering where you are, though,
Big lizards.
so at this point, you will spend your turn running. I'm gonna say, you guys are on alert because you've got to keep, so you guys have packed light, and you probably even, especially you wear like leather armor, so it's not, really uncomfortable. I mean, it's not wonderful, but it's not, uncomfortable. And you are, basically just wearing, animal skins anyway, so that's pretty comfortable for you anyway, so you don't even notice it. So you two are basically, you sleep ready to go. So you wake up and you just are like, okay, I gotta go. Okay, so you're like, danger, danger. Actually, I'm not even sure if you guys were asleep. You guys were upstairs, so I assume following him, right? Now that I think about it.
You'll probably take a turn to get there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a turn no matter what. Either you come from where he was investigating or you come from your room. Either way, it's going to take a turn. So you guys, are now alerted by the bird and are coming. So Tibbs, you are now in the room. You see, spider webs everywhere. You're a little out of breath because you just booked it over here. Niallan's obviously in the corner doing this with his fireball, and he's kind of hanging out in the web. And you see a bleeding lizardman, but you also see he's got a couple of good thwacks on him. Falrath, it is now your turn.
My bad. Because I can't have 2 concentration spells, web goes away.
Oh, okay. Either way, Falrath, the web suddenly dissipates.
Wait. Yeah. I want to make sure web was
Web is
concentration.
concentration? I thought it would just be blort.
No, it's concentration.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
I would have thought it
gave
was
a
just blork
mass
as
buff.
well.
Maybe that's why they turned it into a big cubic area instead of just a sheet.
Yeah, I guess.
If you have to concentrate on it. I don't know. I'm going to
It's magic. It just goes away, damn it.
I'm not happy about being poked repeatedly by an ugly, scaly lunatic, so I'm going to lunge at him and attempt to just...
You're being poked. You're being pretty hard.
He's playing Whack-a-Paladin.
No.
And he hasn't really poked you with a shield because he sucks into the shield.
16?
16's a hit.
9 points of damage.
So you stab him, he falls over dead. Niallan, the last of the lizardmen, has jumped into or gone into... You don't see any more lizardmen. The fire just hurried them along.
I go in. Am I small enough to get through the lizard folk's legs? Oh, he's dead. It doesn't matter. I walk right foot past him.
Yeah.
I look down. I move my thing towards where they went into, and I look down to see if I can.
Yeah. You get in there and you see that there was a trap door, but because they rushed out, they didn't close it and try to hide it. You assume it would have been a secret trap door, considering it's the strong room. But it's not like they tunneled in. It's not you get in there and you're analyzing because you're a wizard and that's what you do. You don't see broken edge. It's not like they tunneled and then hacked their way up to break into this stronghold. This was by design.
That and they knew the orc.
So
I think we should go back to our rooms and pretend like this didn't happen and confront him.
What about the tunnel?
I feel like that tunnel has something to do with the cult and the orc. Because he has the scabbard, as Courtney pointed out.
I'm tempted to just go in there after them, though.
Last time we went to a trap door.
you, by the way, have arrived on the scene with Niall and talking to.
I'm going to take my minute to get some spells back.
So you're going to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Niall says this. You say, well, I think we should go after him. Niall says, well, if we're going to do that, let me at least take a moment to, re-look at some spells and get back into my head the spell words that I need. So he whips out his spell book, goes over in the corner, and just starts fastidiously, studying his spell book.
Well, what are our options here? If we stay here, we get confronted by the orc and maybe a couple mercenaries that he picks up that we stole something from the strong room because it's suddenly broken in, there's fire damage, and witnesses got away.
There is
Or
one dead witness.
A lizard folk witness.
Yes, but if
That's
they
not
know
normal.
the orc,
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we could at least rally a bunch of the guards or other tavern dwellers to be like, why is there a fucking lizard folk with all our nice stuff? What are you doing here? Or
we go in after and risk being pincered or fighting something big and bad, but I think that's more fun than the alternative. And I got woken the fuck up, so I'm ready to kill something.
seems like a party vote situation. Do we wait and confront the orc, or do we go directly after them?
It'd be easier to confront him if we had evidence.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we do have evidence.
The body on the floor.
My nose is in a book. Fuck you.
But I guess the opposing evidence is the lock is magically pried open.
And
No, it wasn't.
There's also
I didn't pry
the
anything open. It was someone neglected to open it or unlock it correctly.
The meticulous orc forgot to lock.
No, the lizard folk probably filled with it because they want to go to the bathroom or something. Do you want to go check all the corners for lizard pee, or do you want to?
there's
get to the matter
also
at hand?
the
Yeah, no.
secret entrance and exit into the supposedly well secured area.
And for honestly, it's a fucking. We can just unlock it back. So, I mean,
Well,
We would have to drag this one into the bog or something.
I suggest
No, we shove him into the room.
we could. There's one other alternative.
Mr. Tibbs or Mr. Bits.
Either Mr. Bits, Mr. Tibbs, or I go down there and look, and then come back, and we decide after we see what we see.
it's better if we all go down there.
Yeah.
If we go,
I'm not
it's
going
better
down
if
there
we all
alone.
go.
Fuck that.
What?
I'm not going down there with half of us.
Well, it'd be 1 1/4.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, there is a third option. We take the lizard folk in, and we burst into Boglock's room and ask him for an explanation now, and we make him take us down there.
seems legit. Let's do it.
I like that one.
And why not?
Alrighty, so guys, the time is 7:28, so it's 7:30. Well, let's just go ahead and make it an even 7:40. We will come back and hang out, see what goes on with Bogluck and the party of our intrepid adventurers confronting him about the lizardman in his strong room.
Who knew about him? And said his name.
So hang out, and we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
In other words, James has to read up and.
No, it's 7:30. So I've already read.
What is he?
Reishi!
Reishi!
Reishi-san!
Reishi!
It's funny because they're talking about
and we're
anime.
Might have to reload that page.
And we're in! Yeah! In!
Oh.
Live! We's live, bitches!
Alright, so those of you who are still paying attention
I
and
wanna get a
watching,
drink.
remember you can always use the chat functionality to engage with any of us conversationally. If if you think that everything is going well, hey, always say, hey, I think everything's going well. If there's things that you would have done as a player, or if there are things that you would have done as a DM, you are more than welcome to say things, suggest things,
And we may take them into consideration.
Yeah. No, we won't. But it'll at least add to the discussion, the discourse, which is the other half of what we're doing, dice and discourse. So I'd love to hear from you. So don't be afraid to participate. All right. So the party. What is the decision? We're gonna go after over to Bogluck.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Are we bringing the lizard body as well?
Oh.
Yep.
Alrighty. So we're gonna go and demand answers.
I'm gonna prep my axe just in case.
Oh, yes.
So you
You're just walking like this.
Yeah, I'm just like.
So you
Should we
go
break
up
it and
to
everybody else
Bogluck's
go?
door. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have to be
Do you
quiet.
knock,
Dragon.
or do you try to kick it in, balls to the wall?
I'd probably knock.
I knock and then I prop the lizard man up in front of me. Like,
All right, so you knock and you set your lizardman up. There's no answer.
is it unlocked?
Knock once more, and then I'm cutting the door down.
I'd jimmy the handle. See if it opens.
It does not open. It does appear to be locked.
All right.
I wanna hack into it then.
All right,
I'm gonna
hack
just-
away.
You
We're
want
gonna shining.
Here's joy.
Here's Joy E.
What would that be? Just strength?
You can either strength check to try to actually shoulder into the door, or you can actually take your axe and try to actually hack through the door.
Okay, I got a 20.
I'm doing
Not natural, just.
Okay. Well, you shoulder into the door. The door, and you get into the room. You look around. There's a bed, and there's some drawers that look like they've been opened. There's a few things. They're still mostly clothes and things, but you suspect that as you make your little quick investigation, that Bogluck must have recently quickly grabbed his shit that he thought was important, and he is not in the room, so you assume he has taken off.
Bog
Check
left
under
is
the
bog
bed.
left.
You check under the bed,
Trapdoor.
no Bogluck.
Well, I was checking for like a trapdoor or something.
So you look around for trapdoors, and you do not find any.
I'll throw the lizard on the bed.
There's a lizard on Bogluck.
I put the blanket over him.
He is now
Put a
tucked.
bonnet on.
I look for. I'm gonna look for letters. Anything that signifies a reason for the abrupt leaving.
You don't see anything, any letters, you don't find any of that.
Do we find anything by looting his drawers or?
Just
Dirty
some
or
dirty,
undies.
yeah.
I set fire to the entire
Undies and
room.
some things.
Don't do that.
There's people.
They're nice people staying upstairs.
You have a point.
Like the nice cook who enabled us.
It's very frustrating when you come to a room and find absolutely fucking nothing. I slam the door when I leave.
All right.
Well-
And
I
then
opened
three
the
of us
door.
are still in the room.
Bro.
I opened the door. I guess we're going down the hole.
Yeah, that's the only fucking place to go. Stupid bullshit.
You mean the trapdoor?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that could have
The hole.
some
Yeah.
place.
Alright, let's go.
All right. So you go to the.
Shields out.
Shields out for Rambe.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna
Sorry
kill
about
that meme tonight.
that. All right. So
That's worse than my jokes.
I want
I
to
know.
fight.
Why are you becoming the Daniel?
So I want to kill that meme.
I want to fight a gorilla
It's
or
not gonna
something
die.
and just like.
You sure?
Unlike Harambe.
I want to fight a
Okay,
wild
Alright.
So the tunnel from the Roadhouse emerges in a spot nearby that's screened by trees and brush from the camp. Make a wisdom check, everybody.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
14.
18.
18.
6.
Everybody but Joy. You guys can hear
We just had to point
off
her
in the
right
distance
Lovely.
bestial noises ahead, growling and murmuring indistinctly in, you assume, Draconic.
Oh, I can speak
And
Draconic.
you can see a clear...
Hey, I can speak Draconic.
I know. But you can tell that it's Draconic,
I
but
can't
it's
tell
too
what
far
they're saying.
away to really hear what they're saying. You can assume, even if you could, that it's bullshit like, fuck! They found us! What do we do? Well, let's take this shit back! That's probably what you hear, but that's also what you would imagine they would be saying because, you just
That's
found
crazy.
them out and, killed a couple of them. You guys have there is actually a clear path, because you're going to assume now, he's been hearing it for a couple of nights now, that they have been coming in and taking the chests by foot. And you can see that there's, weighted foot, steps. I don't know what you would call it. Footprints, whatevers.
There's
in the
some
mud,
drag marks
muck.
and some heavy footprints.
Heavy
Trails.
footprints, from them,
Trails.
carrying
They're
the
called
loot
trails.
out of here
Are you
on their
saying-
backs
are you
into
saying
the mare.
There's a
of
trail
dead
we could
men.
follow Bigfoot on.
One of you with dark sight, hold my hand.
Or I was going to do it.
All right.
Oh, sure.
Troll
So
I tied their hands together.
I cast
The
Mage
Mare
Hand.
of Dead
I cast Mage
Men.
Hand.
is anybody
Does it
here
work?
lizard folk or born from are marsh people? Anybody? No. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, so you're not making an easy go of it. It is a swamp. It is a bog. It is a mare of dead men, and it is not exactly your favorite stuff to go trekking through. So your going
Love it.
is to say
Let
slow.
me get this straight. There's an elf and 3 midgets tracking through a mare of swampy, deep water.
I have 8-foot drive.
Why does this sound familiar?
8-foot drive.
So
I got nothing.
the sun comes up, and the first day's travel is by foot through tangled marsh. The ground is what passes for dry in the mare. Even solid ground is soggy, with water very near the surface. The trail is pretty plain, but you can assume that when you look to the left, look to the right of this trail, it is pretty dense jungle. So unless anybody has a reason for wanting to leave the trail, I don't suggest it.
I hate this place.
But there is a DC if you want to, risk it for whatever crazy reason. No? No
Ooh,
one's
berry.
stupid? Okay, so no one's stupid. Moving
I look
on.
down into the water and I see a face. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
done.
would. It is the Mare of Dead Men, though, so
Oh.
it could be
That's
pretty
what,
similar
that's
to
what me and
that.
Daniel were hinting at a
Yes.
minute ago. You have 3
Oh.
midgets.
I hate it. I hated it. I hated it.
Okay, so
Oh, wait. Wrong scene.
No? Isn't it?
Mm,
Same area.
hated it.
It's right outside the... We look for giant black walls.
are you guys? You guys are pretty much being cautious.
Yes. I am
So-
prepared to cast Minor Illusion at any moment.
If you were to travel
would hit a man in a
14
box,
miles at a cautious pace, how much time do you think would have passed?
Mhm.
If you were to
Anyways.
travel, I would think like 14 miles. If you were to 14 miles on a clear, happy day, not marsh, how
Not
quickly would
marsh?
you? Yeah,
Probably.
how quickly would you?
On foot, being happy.
Yes.
Probably about 3 miles an hour, maybe.
That's actually pretty accurate if you think
Yeah,
about
I think
army.
I think 3 miles an hour is pretty accurate.
Because on a
So
road, you can do 6 miles an hour.
about 6 hours. We would say 6 hours to cross that. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so it's 7 miles, and it takes you 6 hours to cross it because this is marsh and it's not a happy, place. It's shitty. So at that point, if it's you guys left, we'd say about 2 in the morning when you really started going out after them. So it's 8 in the morning when you arrive. You reach a campsite, and it isn't much of a camp, just a clearing that's slightly drier than the muck you've been wading through. But 4 wicker lean-tos and a stone platform, which appears to be what they used as a place where that isn't in the soggy ground for them to light fires, probably for cooking or maybe even for heat. Probably for cooking though. Command attention in this
Other
wilderness.
delegates,
3
yeah.
dugout canoes are drawn up near one of the lean-tos. A few dozen yards beyond the campsite, in the direction you've been traveling, dry land ends. Other than moss-covered trees, fallen logs, and thick clumps of reeds, nothing rises above the still, black water.
Get your sickness away. Son of a bitch.
So, can we tell how long this place has been abandoned for? Or if it is abandoned?
So you're going to investigate? Yar. Do an investigate check.
Ooh, I can do this. I'm really good at this.
Okily dokily.
10.
I'm not.
24.
God, I'm just fucking oblivious.
Yes.
Well,
Well, I have minus to wisdom, so it's...
It's
I'm
not
not
wisdom, it's
perceptive.
intelligence.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I have an axe.
Yep, that... I'm not the looking around guy, I'm the killing around guy.
Does that mean we spin you like a top and you kill around and around?
Yeah,
Eventually.
Okay, so you guys are able to discern, and we'll say you spend about 30 minutes really kind of taking your time and looking through there's 4 huts, there's 4 of you, each one takes a hut. After you guys do your initial, huzzah! Okay, no lizardmen. Huzzah! Okay, no lizardmen. There's no lizardmen in the camp. There's no evil terribleness in the camp. So as you look around, you then say, well, let's each take a lean-to and see what we can discover. So you find basically some maybe some dry matting that they maybe slept in, but other than that, you're really not seeing too much. But you see a lot of footprints, a lot of foot traffic all around the camp. So it looks like you're basically maybe an hour or 2 behind the lizardmen. And maybe the lizardmen are a little bit more, at home, so maybe they're actually gaining ground faster than you guys are because you're tromping through unfamiliar marshland and this is their home. So using your investigation, your insight into things, you would surmise that what took you 6 hours to cross probably took them 3. They're probably very natural here. So in the general state of the camp, you assume... and when you investigate where the canoes are, you could see the indentions where there used to be 2 other canoes. So they have at least taken 2 canoes out into the river. So you know that this is probably one of their camps that they use while they're traveling back and forth from either from the Roadhouse, or it's maybe a hunting for them normally, and they're just using it now as their pit stop, from the Roadhouse to here. But that it's very still very heavily trafficked.
Do we see any orc-shaped boots?
Orc-shaped boots? No, you did not see any orc-shaped boots.
Just lizard men.
Yeah.
The boots themselves.
Who had the highest investigation roll?
24.
Okay, so you notice, since you go over to the canoe spot, you're part of the investigation, and you see, as you look up and down the river, because you're thinking, well, they clearly use canoes, so they're, you look upriver, you look downriver, and you see downriver, there's
The Queen Mary.
bone chimes. I wouldn't want to say just bone chimes, though, but, it's bones with, beads and feathers and, just things, you see weird markings on some trees as you look farther down the river. Using your investigation of 24, I think that you would surmise that, this is a mare. Even lizard folk must have a difficult time, navigating. So they must have some form of saying, especially when it comes to going up and down rivers, which way to go in these rivers, especially since they're going to fork and split all different ways. So they would mark their way through the river, saying, "Hey, go this way. Hey, go that way." And you believe that that's what those marks signify. And this is to you, Randall, with a 24, unless anybody else broke a 20 on the
I got an
investigate.
18.
Did you break it, Mr. Tibbs? Okay.
So I know
So that would be you.
I know that the chimes reporting a direction.
You're assuming that they are
Waypoints.
waypoints or some kind of path marker. Clearly, for you, it's clear to you. For everybody else, it's not. For you, with your advanced, you're able to go. I bet those are.
Hey guys.
That's what they use those for.
Guys. They went that way.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Cool. Let's go that way.
No questions? I was being clever. I wanted to show how clever I am.
What makes you think they go that way instead of that way? Wise one.
Oh, let me tell you. See all those bones and beads and stuff?
That's your job.
Those
you
are
should be doing it.
waypoints for their navigational skills. They use them as like landmarks on a map, but for their brain. I'm very clever. Let's do this.
So we should follow those things.
What did he say?
It says the little bell chimes for things to follow. I pointed the boat.
Why? Because they like music?
Do you like music?
No.
Then shut up and get in the boat.
I feel like that was going to be the response, whether she said yes or no.
Yes.
Great, shut up. Get in a boat.
All right,
Anybody
so
getting
I
good
want
votes?
someone volunteer themselves and roll a d20.
I'll do it.
Cool. Go ahead.
13.
Alrighty.
Crocodile.
You guys get into the boat.
I am with Paladin.
Paladin.
Dibbed.
You notice the canoes have room for about 5
Oh,
individuals.
well then never mind. We all get in one boat.
I put the spider on the back, and I crank him really hard, and stick all his legs out, and I pull the rope, and we speed down on a speedboat.
Yeah.
No?
Welcome to D&D.
I tried. If I was the wizard, I could do it.
Spider-Man made a boat. With a working engine. With web.
What is
So
he,
the course
Green
is marked
Lantern
with
of
symbols
Spider-Web?
scratched into tree trunks and totems hung from branches, so you know which way to go.
I'm very smart.
Nobody
Long
questions
strider,
We
the,
question your
the
wisdom.
boat.
There's not much of that. I have a -1 to my
Or we're
wisdom
going
modifier.
into a settlement and we're about to be ambushed.
Oh, I
Well, you'll be ambushed. I'll be hidden.
Sounds
You'll
like Resident
be
Evil 5.
swimming.
I'll still be hidden.
Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Cone hat, cone hat, cone hat, cone hat, cone hat.
Nope, invisible. All
Then
of
you'll
it.
just see you'll see a log and then you'll see the hat go under.
You just see this wave of muck water trudging away slowly.
I'm just gonna leave. Where are you going? Nowhere.
And in a disembodied voice somewhere, ah! It's on my foot! Ew!
I'm good. As you guys are screaming for your lives, dying. Nope, I'm good.
That was just seaweed, it's fine. Or,
Bogweed.
Falrath, help!
yeah, it was just moss.
As you're fighting for your life. Falrath, help! Oh no, never mind. No, it's just seaweed. Keep walking. Bye guys, good luck on your thing.
We're doomed.
My character is all about pragmatism and self-living. He'll help you guys too.
Which is why he's walked into a bog in the middle of the night.
With you guys.
Well,
I don't have to outrun this lizardman. I just have to outrun you.
He's not
And then you'll be
you
all
can't
alone.
outrun me.
I can be invisible, and you can't.
And then once you're alone, thou crocodile.
Fuck. I'll just cast levitate
on the crocodile.
on myself. That's what I thought about doing when we get into the bog. For simply, I might need this to escape.
Well,
It'd be funny if you cast on the crocodile and you just spun it.
yeah, levitating the crocodile would work just as well.
What you did
wouldn't
the
it?
horse?
See, but the crocodile gets a save. I don't have to make a save. I can just fly.
But you can go up.
And
Divinity, I got into the early access of Divinity Original Sin 2, and apparently one of the crocodiles I was fighting in the beginning zone had eaten somebody, and they had magical gloves that could teleport you. That allowed the crocodile to teleport. So as I'm fighting two of them, one crocodile, his turn starts, disappears, and then reappears up in the sky and slams on the ground right in front of me.
Drop croc.
All teleportation spells in that game, for some reason, drop you off in midair. I guess to not accidentally teleport you into the ground.
We'll teleport you above the lava instead of in it.
Yeah.
And then you fall in it.
And then you float on top of it, sizzling. Like a
Making
drop
that
of water
noise.
on a hot plate.
that better have been a good noise.
Alrighty, so you guys use the canoes and it takes about 4 or 5 hours to get there. So about 2 in the afternoon is when you get into the next part of this.
Do we take
so-
turns resting on the boat? Well,
I'm sorry?
do we take turns resting on the boat as one or two paddle
Yeah,
away?
he's not paddling.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
however,
I'd imagine
however
those-
you guys
those
needed
two
this.
will
I
be
mean, it's
alternating.
downriver, so the pool is,
Oh, okay.
kind of helping out. It's not a strong river pool. You're in the swamp, so it's not strong, but
Yeah, I'm guessing.
it's not
Like the
hard
golf-
either to kind of give yourself a push, and then you could just wait as you slow down a little bit, and then you're like, okay,
Like the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, so it's not really
All of it?
crazy. So
No, just the part closest.
as you approach, you can tell this is where
Oh,
this must be the place to get off at, because a half dozen dugout canoes are pulled up onto land here. There's
Don't
3 to
burn
5 paddles lie at the bottom of each.
The fellowship has been here.
So you guys
Oh,
roll up
I have an
into
We shouldn't burn the canoe.
into
we should hide all
quote
the
the
paddles.
landing.
Can they just stick their tails in the water and
Ahead of you, you can see
Well,
in
apparently
the
if spider
distance.
can't be a propeller. Why should they?
Probably 200-300 feet away are some longhouses, and that's more kind of to your left. In front of you, from where you land, you can actually see an animal pen inside of an animal pen, or what you would assume is an animal pen. You don't see anybody manning it, and as you tentatively approach, you see. Let's see. You see 6 giant lizards in the pen, and they seem ill-tempered.
like Komodo's size?
I was just about to say.
Yeah, they're large. They're giant lizards, so they're
I got another idea.
big.
Set everything on fire.
No. Those lizards don't deserve that. They deserve to be fed. And we deserve not to get in a fight. Do you see where these things converge?
Yes. But I would like to also
In
not
fire.
be eaten.
Well, then I'll do it. I was gonna have to do it anyway.
Fair enough. Where's the nearest tree?
Large beast on a line, so yes, we'll say Komodo
No.
dragon size.
Let's get these paddles off so they can't run away.
Okay.
But keep some for us.
Well, we hide them all. We know where they are.
And I hide the paddles.
Yeah, we're gonna get all the paddles out of the canoes and hide them.
Okay, so you collect the paddles up and hide them. We'll say it takes about 30 minutes to do this.
That's a lot of paddles.
We could just punch a hole in each boat.
We have to
except
hide
the
them
one that we
convincingly.
hide.
We have
Then
to hide
they'll
them in
just
such
take
a
the one
manner
that-
we don't lose
Well,
them.
If we hide one ourselves, like under some brush.
we don't have a shovel to this to punch holes through everything.
I have a fist.
Is there anything happening in the village? Longhouses?
Let's see.
Is there a party?
Are we not invited?
I wasn't invited. I'm starting to get very upset.
I would invite you to a party. But I don't have parties.
Yeah, we don't want any nearby lizardmen to hear joy. Punching holes.
I was just gonna set my longhouses on fire.
Go and Miss Piggy
I
on a whole
just
bunch of
said.
fucking boats.
Set them on fire.
I wanted to know what's going on. We burned the house down top of the orc. We'll never know.
I mean,
We can talk to him and then drop the house on him.
Characters observing the area from a hiding place and judging solely from the longhouses could estimate conservatively that over 100 lizard folk live at the castle.
Castle?
Castle?
Yep. So beyond the longhouses, you can see.
Makes sense.
I built a castle in the
Oh.
swamp just to prove him wrong.
Wow,
The
you
first
can
one
hide
fell
anything in
down.
the swamp.
Yeah. So beyond
They
the
imported
longhouses
lots
stands
of
a castle that is roughly maybe 300 feet wide, and you can't really judge depth from where you are, but it
how
seems
did we miss that?
you know
Stupid.
We
it's
just
not
looked at him
like
and we're like, oh.
a grand, unbelievable fantasy castle. It's kind of like what you would see, like, you know, those really small castles, you know, that dot all over, you know, very large mansions, castles. It's kind
Oh
of
my
what it
god,
is.
we found the Biltmore.
So, you know, it's but it is made out of stone. So yeah.
So there's nobody in the village right now. For the longhouses.
You want to go find out and see if we can find even half 100 of them and die?
Well, if we release these creatures,
Set them on fire.
You're not
release the
seeing
creatures.
anybody in
Yeah.
the makeshift in the longhouses.
Yeah, if we release these beasts, then we have to wait for them to get bored while we hide up in the trees. If there's nobody here for them immediately to eat.
I mean, we have,
Stay there.
a javelin, some hand axes, bow.
Could I do a cursory perimeter of the village?
Sure. Make a stealth check. By the way, looking to the left, so there's nice longhouses in front of the castle, and to the left, you can make out a lot of very shabby huts. And every now and then you see a very large frog hopping around among the huts, or just
Huh.
sitting in small little pools of standing water and croaking.
20.
Alrighty, so you stealth into the longhouse areas, and you're not seeing any activity in the longhouses. But they, as you get up close to the longhouses and look, they are quite spacious, and they actually are quite comfortable too. Shockingly enough, you can actually see small stone ovens with coals for heat. You also know, it's roomy, well ventilated. The ground is covered with reed mats, and the interior is dry and airy. Gear hangs from pegs on the walls to keep it off the ground. And you can tell that they have very shiny, brand new steel weapons. So swords, daggers, short swords, all forms of steel weaponry. But you can tell that they have glazed them with oil to prevent rust. So they are, and they're very nicely placed up against the walls. You can tell that they're taking a great deal of care to make sure those weapons are well
It'd be a
kept up.
shame if something happened to them.
Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, would you know, seeing that you're looking at it, if that's something lizard folk do, or if that's human activity?
I didn't see. Do I see any forges or blacksmiths?
No.
I suspect when I return, I will tell them that someone's been giving them nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. People keep giving other fucking people.
I bought my nice things.
We should burn down their houses and take their nice things.
I feel like that would quickly involve us getting run over by 100 lizardmen. Unless we have a path to...
I mean,
Observe and report.
hide
Or-
in the trees with Mr. Bits, punch holes in the boats,
I'd
and
rather
release...
fight the lizardmen.
Oh, I want to see him get eaten by their own giant lizards.
I don't want to be in the same tree as that thing.
They can't climb trees. Come on, they're like dogs.
I meant the spider.
Oh. But look, he's so fluffy. Look at his eyes.
I know, I don't know which one to stab first.
Hey.
Rude. Mr. Bits has put in his time, all right?
So-
Mr.
Do we have any
The
plans?
I'm sorry.
Do we have any plans? Any idea what we're going to do?
The castle is very stout. As you are by the longhouses, you actually see there is a moat, a very dirty, very muddy moat. It is,
The whole swamp.
around the castle, and you see to the right of the longhouses there is an extension of the castle, and you can actually see how they get into the castle is actually through the main gate, which this is the only entrance in the castle that's used. When the castle was built, a pair of stout wooden gates and an iron portcullis closed off this 12-foot wide, 10-foot high gateway. But the gates are never closed. They now sag on their hinges so badly that it's not worth the effort of levering them into place for any reason short of an imminent attack. The portcullis is in the up position, so it is...
Basically, people can come and go on a whim.
So this place was probably built before the swamp took it?
Yes.
That doesn't mean it's not full of lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's wedge
But-
that thing open.
Inside a castle area is usually forges and such from old days that could be still maintained.
It doesn't really matter if they're making them or not. There are a bunch of them and they have the weapons.
I mean,
And now they have the treasure.
yeah. What is treasure but a nest for a dragon?
And now we have a castle
Say that
that they
again.
can nest in.
What kind of dragon lives in a swamp and would want lots of treasure? Black dragon? I want to go home.
What kind of dragon would live in a swamp and have lots of treasure?
Black dragon.
A black dragon
Mm.
would not.
No.
They would.
Oh.
Oh, a red dragon wouldn't want to live in a swamp. It would
Wow.
burn the swamp down.
Even though that seems illogical, it would do it.
That sounds like a nice place to hide red
All right.
dragons.
So
I would say let's light this motherfucker blaze and wedge that thing open.
it's already
Well,
open.
there is the option of setting the village on fire, waiting for a bunch of them to come out, then going in and pulling the door shut.
Yes,
Yes.
but I imagine they could swim and climb.
I didn't say it was a good option.
I'm assuming that their weapons are made by not them, and we can just walk the fuck in and be like, "We're here with another shipment."
Where's the ship now?
Minor illusion. Box full of weapons.
And then they pick one up to inspect it. And
Don't touch my shit! I want to speak with the leader.
It seems like a good way to get us all killed.
None of you have had any better ideas yet, so
Set everything on fire.
except for that one.
The swamp is on fire.
It immediately goes out.
I said it back. I will win.
I'm pretty sure nature is more patient than you.
I begin digging a hole to drain the swamp.
Alright, how about this? Spiderweb the entrance of the castle. Set this shit on fire. Deal with those things, because they freak me the fuck out.
What things?
oh, is it?
The giant lizards.
Maybe we
in
should
the
just
pen.
let them out and see what happens.
Let's
What
do
else?
that
The
from
beast.
a tree
The lizards.
while things are on fire and that entrance is spiderwebbed.
I'm not casting web on the entrance, it's too big.
12 by 10, that is pretty big.
It also doesn't make any sense because I'm not going to waste a spell if somebody's not going to come out anyway. Because I can just look at it and be like, oh, alright.
That begs the question, is it clear that there are people in there?
Exactly.
They argue about it.
Yes,
5
it's
hours
not.
into
It's not
the-
abandoned. This is the big dungeon at the end of this part of the chapter. Not the end of the book, this book, but it's surprise, the big dungeon, and you go through it. Got to dungeon crawl it, baby.
That's what I figured. Let's just go the fuck in then.
Are you sure you don't want to set anything on fire?
Do you want to make sure there's nothing in the longhouses that are gonna...
Let's go.
Alright.
Alrighty, so you go up.
As we walk up to the drawbridge, I will use my longbow to shoot the lock on the cage door open, so at least when they come back, maybe the lizards will eat some of the lizardmen.
Okay, so you're gonna open the animal pen.
With my longbow.
Okay.
From very far away. Roll initiative.
You I'll just the giant lizards. Basically, they tentatively poke their head, going, something about the gate is different, and they go, oh, holy crap, we're free, and they flee off into the swamp, never to be seen again.
I'm a hero.
Too bad they'll never voice your heroics.
Neither will you, fucker.
Lizard bards everywhere will sing tales of how you freed 6 of their kind. Oh, great you!
You're a regular pie, except for tigers, giant lizards.
To the,
All right.
Tigers free.
to the entrance.
Axe ready.
Anybody want to splash around in the moat?
Nope, fuck
I
that.
drop a rock in the moat.
All right. Well, you avoid the 6 crocodiles hanging out in it.
Yeah, the fuck you do. Fuck that shit.
I was like, who would think to themselves, you know what? Big scary castle, I want to play in the moat.
Courtney.
Yes. Damn, Courtney. Mic drop. Taylor
No, it's
did that.
true, though.
Taylor mic dropped you.
She's like, oh, a moat. I want to swim in it.
I wanna
Come
see
on.
Let's swim for my goddess.
Are you LARPing? That was pretty convincing.
Alrighty, so the main gate.
I love you, Courtney.
This is the only main entrance into the castle that you can. That's apparent. Maybe there's a way through the crocodile-infested moat, but let's not check. Let's not risk that one.
But fuck that.
Is there a drain for it? Then I'll go check.
Yes, because crocodiles can't move if there's not water.
We can
The
levitate.
castle's exterior walls average about 10 feet thick. Interior walls are also stone, but you would surmise maybe 1 or 2 feet thick.
Cool story.
I know.
Wait, the walls are that thick?
10 feet thick seems.
2.
Oh.
Alrighty, so I will use your next initiatives as the go through the entirety of this
Okay.
initiative.
As we walk right the fuck in.
Dun dun.
We
The
own
ball's
this castle
out.
now.
So you guys have earned, so you know, the troll was single-handedly 1,800 experience. Those bandits, all of them together, were 300 experience. The troll was boss, yo.
I know. Motherfucker hit me hard and he only hit me once. Fuck him.
Oh, it was in fact indeed a troll.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't.
Okay.
You was indeed a troll.
Alright.
But really, trolls are only a challenge if you've never ever heard of them or fought them before. But like, if everybody in the party has been like, I don't know what the fuck a troll
Brand
is.
new RPG.
Yeah,
player.
a brand new RPG
Yeah, I
with
was like,
zero.
"What's a
They would be
troll?"
like, "Fuck a troll," because they would be like, "Damn, dude, he keeps getting the fuck back up." But it's really burn it with fire, it dies. It's once you know
Super
that,
easy.
it's actually pretty easy to kill a troll. They're not that much of a challenge, but they are very challenging if you fucking don't know that. Like without that knowledge, trolls
If
would
I hadn't
pretty
made my
much
knowledge
butt
check,
rape
if I hadn't
you.
made my knowledge check, he would have died.
Yeah.
They would have.
probably.
Well, you would have eventually just gotten away from them. You know. You know,
But so-
you would have knocked him down, and you know, it would have taken him time to regenerate because you would have just been like, "Can we just like pile up the damage before he regenerates back up?" I guess you know.
I mean, you
That's
can't.
It would have
what I
been
was
it would have been a challenge, but you know, or left maybe a
they come back later.
blade in its
Like an
heart
XP
and been
yo-yo.
like, "There, regen around that bitch," and kept on going. I mean, either way.
I cut it up into pieces and I put each piece in a different.
All right, so
That creates more trolls.
I dropped
Does
the
it really?
box in the lizard folk village.
Onward
26,
to glory
21.
Onward to certain death.
for you, maybe.
Death or glory?
I'll be all right.
I want to push him into the front.
I like the horror.
I want him to leave.
I cast disguise self. I'm now super folk. I'm now lizard folk. Huzzah!
You are made of asshole.
Yeah.
And we,
That
turn,
explains
we all
all the
turn
shit
around.
that comes
Lizardman!
Well, not yet. I haven't done it yet. I have an idea for your arrows, by the way.
All right, that's
ready
now.
when you
Apparently I'm a
go to shoot
lesbian
it,
because I
and
slept
then
with
you
a
cast
pussy.
enlarge on it.
Oh, yeah.
When he goes to shoot his arrow, I'm gonna wait till he shoots his bow. He shoots.
Okay, so the
Hit.
Barbican is the primary defensive position
I
for the
cast
castle. So
enlarge on
that's
it.
the main gate,
It's an additional
leads
D4.
directly into the Barbican.
That's a lot of effort for one
All
trigger.
right, so there are.
But it's so cool.
I didn't know he could
course
shoot
the
a
high end.
spear. It's like Bert asking, so if you can enlarge my daggers when I throw them, what do they turn into? Swords?
Dude,
Did
just,
Bert ask that? I think he didn't.
can you like enlarge the spider, which is already large?
Yeah, but it wouldn't do anything.
No? Well, what's a
I want like, 8-legged Godzilla going through their shit.
It's not. It doesn't do anything better other than give them an additional D4 of extra damage.
Oh,
Some of us would appreciate that.
Oh, wow, they're super fast.
You're small.
All
Does that
about
make you turn
it.
into a medium creature?
Yeah. It's also a concentration spell, and there are so many other better concentration spells.
That's the point.
Well,
Oh, you can reduce as well, though.
Reduce is amazing. Reduce is really good for getting through things.
Or
Like,
for putting
Like a
obnoxious
keyhole?
people in boxes.
I'm size small. I cast reduce on myself. I'm now size tiny.
I put the wizard in a box with a troll piece.
325.
Now think about what you've done.
Now fight for my amusement.
Alrighty, so the first room that you get into is the Barbican. It is the primary defensive position for the castle, and it is guarded round the clock by 10 of these guys, frog people, also known as bullywugs.
Hey,
Bullywugs?
And you also see,
be eating
there's
it.
no picture of them, but there are 5 giant frogs in there with them.
cool.
They look like a frog.
They are a frog,
He-
just a very
look like a frog.
medium size. They eat up one or are in one square, but they're very large frogs nonetheless.
It ain't easy to eat green,
So
alright?
Falrath, you are leading us out.
What part of the castle are we in?
It's called the Barbican. It is the primary defensive thingy for this castle.
That'd be
The
rough.
gate
Sounds like a good idea.
is
Decent shot here.
12 foot
Oh, you're
wide,
doing it.
10
We're doing
foot
the thing.
high. 12 foot wide, 10 foot high. The room itself
Yeah,
is
not
about
doing
60 feet at its widest. It's kind of like a half moon. You know, it's got that nice curve, and then it's kind of cut off with a pathway going into the castle proper. So,
Is that what we're in?
Mm-hmm.
The image that he's put
Sure,
up
yeah.
randomly?
sure, yeah, that looks like that, yeah.
And I guess it doesn't matter. There are a bunch of dudes at one end or at the other end.
I mean,
How far away are you there?
They're looking in from the entrance. I would say they're probably about 20, 25 feet away, with you kind of tentatively looking in at them.
Did they see us?
shit, man.
Probably not.
We didn't burn down the buildings outside, right?
We came in to tell you your house is on fire. We're your neighbors.
Do you do that?
You're the Smith
No.
down the street.
It's not even her turn.
I'm trying.
Not saying that she couldn't have just been like, yeah, you know, tried some deception. I mean,
True.
I do have
Hello,
a good
anyone
charisma.
home? We're from down the road.
Trying to figure out what the best
That's a
way.
Courtney line there.
There are 4
Just gotta
giant
kill both
frogs
wolves.
and 12 of them.
there are 5 giant frogs and there are 10 of them.
That's. Hey, you know that thing we did with the cultists in the cave? I feel like we should repeat that.
Which thing? We did lots of things with the cultists in here.
Caltrops and holding actions and make them come to us.
Sounds good.
Stop poking your eye out with a quill.
I'm very bored.
You want to go first then?
No.
You know Fireball?
Nope.
Well,
I love that movie.
fuck.
I have a couple traps. Hunting traps. I have 6 hunting traps.
Cool. So I'm gonna spread some caltrops around, and then you can put some hunting traps behind them, and then we can back up, and I will get their attention. Maybe some grease and some fire and some weapon will be involved later. I don't know.
All right, we'll make stealth checks then.
I take 20.
We don't have that kind of time.
Damn. Well.
No, guys, I'm sorry. For real.
Is it a 1?
4 plus 2 is 6.
12.
18. You useless.
Okay. There's a lot of them. They're not the greatest, but they are still on
Competent.
watch. They're not totally like over there, so they are actually somewhat paying attention. And
So they're not the Air
so
Force
either
on.
a little bit of your discussions, you know, maybe one of the giant frogs did, you know, overheard something. So either way, they've become alerted to you, and so Falrath, you now know that you are in a combat situation as they suddenly grab their weapons, jump up, and start menacingly
I once heard about a
tromping
girl
towards
that
you
got
guys.
I once heard about a
In their
girl that got
croaky
eaten by a giant
voices.
frog.
Danger!
Some story.
Let's kill them!
Caltrops!
As he throws them.
They speak language bullywug. Anybody know?
I am the Lord of Inconvenience. As caltrops spring from my hands.
All right, so you fling the caltrops out.
And then I go back around the corner.
I'm gonna lay
I-
down. I'm
is
gonna
this
lay
a-
down some hunting traps.
Do we all get an action?
No, it is not a surprise
As
round.
I
right?
did,
Oh.
I did ready minor illusion.
Okay, well you can.
I will cast minor illusion, put myself in a 5 by 5 cubic foot box with an eye slit.
Okay, so you are.
He
All right, I
is
know what you're talking
Metal Gear
about.
Solid.
Yes, he is married. Yes. So Tibbs.
Because now they have to make it they have to spend their action to investigate the box. And I don't have to peek out.
Mr. Bitch,
I have
get
a
in front
hole.
of me.
You're an idiot.
I'm a smart idiot.
All
Fuck
right,
you.
so Mr. You command Mr. Bits in front of you.
Yeah.
I turn. They fat. What the fuck is that?
It's a cardboard box too. I know cardboard hasn't been invented yet, but it's more funny to me that way.
I saw it in a dream.
And how many big frogs were there?
5.
5.
And 10 tiny frogs. Person frogs.
10 person frogs, 5 big frogs. I shoot at one of the big frogs.
Is
Alrighty.
it a fireball
No.
or a fudge?
So how I imagine you guys is probably once you realized they were coming out. So you've ordered Mr. Tibbs to stand in front of you. So you guys, it's 12 foot wide entranceway. So you guys can basically shoulder to shoulder in that 12 foot space with you two behind it casting spells. So hopefully, I'm thinking, unless you guys don't like this idea, that's how I would imagine you guys spread yourselves out while the bollywugs and the frogs come at you. Unless you know. Well, you've got enough room. It's not really shoulder to shoulder. It's more or less that you guys have enough room to swing your weapons, and nothing would be able to get past you without trying to really squeeze through the whirling
So
blades.
anybody trying to get us would have to take pops.
Right.
Okay, I like that one.
And they have to go to my box first. Haha! I'm smart.
At the end of the thing, they see a halfling with a giant axe, a Dexodin, a ranger with a giant spider,
Out.
and a box.
The box is our most important party member.
With a gnome that keeps popping out.
Nope.
Big
No.
pointy hat.
I have an eye slit now, so I can cast from inside the box.
I want the box to be closed, but the pointed hat to be smushed out as if somebody closed the hat on top of his head.
Deal. I make that a part of the illusion.
Sure. Oh yeah.
And count drops before us. Hooray!
Okay, so I will put.
Put 3 hunting traps out too.
Do you have time to put out 3
No.
hunting traps?
No, never mind.
Do you want to draw that, Tim, since we actually have a battle situation now?
I'll work on it.
I see a dick on the
Does
blade.
it take
Yeah, frog face and a dick. Okay, so that was.
You can't.
Okay, so
see
you're gonna
it,
shoot.
but we
So you're gonna
can.
shoot at one of the frogs or one of the
Yeah.
bullywugs.
The one of the frogs.
Alrighty.
16.
Roll damage.
I wish I knew fireball.
Me too.
Just be a decent situation for it.
I just
For
plan
a
on
whopping
casting
6
grease
damage.
And just
6
pushing them
damage?
off the edges into the crocodiles.
I don't think we're at the moat though.
We're over the bridge.
No, you're.
Oh, we're inside?
Yeah, it's kind of an inside bridge. I don't know. It's.
It's weird.
Or summon crocodile?
Yeah, it's not what you would stereotypically imagine. So you did 6 points of damage.
Yep.
Alrighty. So that makes it.
This metal as fuck. Summon
Death
her
roll.
Okay.
Is that what the crocodile does?
Nice.
Its little talons come up.
8's not metal.
As if you have metal dice.
That's fair. Is that a...
Where the hell did this picture come from?
All right.
Your ass. Stop asking questions.
So.
Don't invite me
Google, like
here.
everything comes from.
You know what you get when you bring me.
All things come from Google.
All things come from Google.
All right. So the bullywugs come charging forth with their bullywug weapons.
Caltrops are
What
DC 15.
are bullywug
Spears.
weapons? Oh.
They have spears,
No, God, Tim made a mess.
but they're very small people, so their spears don't have reach like other people's spears.
How?
So,
There's your size.
but they're just kind of like crudely made spears.
Do they make
And
their
they're-
trip to get through the
So I can't
caltrops?
be eaten?
One's gonna make their attempt to, but the
Why are we
other
all green?
they'll be just.
Those
fine.
are all the 10
So what is it? A dexterity check to
frogs.
avoid caltrops?
Yep.
Damn it.
13. Do we know what the DC for avoiding caltrops are?
15.
15. Okay, so one gets unhappy. Does he take so much damage or something, or is it just one? Okay, so one
Really?
bullywug takes 1 point of damage, and his speed is slowed, but he still makes it to you. Okay, so we've got 2 will be attacking Mr.
Level
Bits.
20 boss encounter.
What is Mr. Bits' AC?
Mr. Bitch AC
I'm a one-trick pony. It's the only trick I got, but I like it.
Well,
What color am I?
15.
Blue?
Nobody likes you.
Very dexterous.
Not even on the map.
you're probably the red one.
15?
16.
Because you
16.
get angry.
No, wait, 15. You're,
I'm in a box.
Okay.
He's the yellow
So
one.
they
even
stab him,
So you're the shit.
and
No, wait, are you the red one?
they bite him. So 2 stabs, 1 bites.
I'm laughing.
So the bite. onto the
I'm gonna
floor.
laugh when they pick your box up and throw it in the river with the crocodiles.
4 points of damage from the bite.
Once they disbelieve it, it disappears from them.
Well, then they find and put you in a proper box and throw you in the river.
That's fair. I wouldn't be caught dead in a box.
How about barrel?
Go ahead, you can. I deserve it.
He's lost the will to punish.
And the 2 spears do 10 points of damage. So they stab, and with their froggy mouths.
14.
Shocking
Oh,
that would be,
That's a bit of a nibble.
you know. But either way. The paladin, you see him go ouch, ouch, so we'll give him disadvantage on his spear attack,
Yay.
which misses, and disadvantage on his bite attack, which also misses.
Yay.
And then the other 2 are against. Where did I draw this? The barbarian,
Yo.
using their spears. 16. 1 hits, 1 misses, and then their bites. What's your AC?
15.
They both bite you.
Oh, good.
So 4 points plus 5 points of bitey damage, and then the 1 spear. So they did 9 points of damage with bites and 4 points of damage with spear. So 13 points of damage altogether.
Shit. I should have raged.
Always pre-rage.
It only
Niallan.
lasts for a minute, so.
This dude's in front of me.
There's a
Actually-
lot of dudes. There's like 10 dudes. The other 5 are like
I'm gonna-
behind their friends going, ah, get him,
I'm
ah!
gonna use my
But they're
raven.
saying that in bullywug, so
I'm
you don't know what
gonna
they're saying.
command my raven to use the help action to help him,
Merky Dirky.
so he gets advantage on his attack roll against one of the.
Is it drops poop on its face?
So that's-
Probably just bats at its eyes.
It's one of the things I'm doing. Then from the outside of the box, a firebolt will appear and shoot outward. Like, it will generate from the center of the box.
I will call this the tinderbox. No?
No.
He did some extra rolls, haven't you? To replace it, maybe?
13?
Are we going after a bullywug or a giant frog?
Giant frog.
The same one he shot?
Yep.
13 against a giant frog is a hit.
For 5 points of fire damage.
Perfect.
And that is my turn.
You said 5?
Yep.
He ain't happy, that giant frog.
Is he bloodied?
Oh, yeah. I mean, be weird if you had all these guys and they weren't, somewhat softies. All right. And Joy, it's up to you. You've got basically 3. You've got the one that's standing on the
Finale, fuck you.
caltrops, and then you've got 2, 1 in front of you, 1 to your left.
I'm gonna rage.
Durky.
And
Get
I'm
angry.
going to hit it with my axe. The one in front of me first.
Alrighty.
Reckless.
9, 10, 11, 12 to hit?
Nope.
Reckless.
Reckless attack!
What even the fuck?
Even worse.
Even worse.
Alrighty, so you do not hit him.
Frenzy.
Frenzy!
Fucking goddamn.
Helps not to suck.
Yeah.
Takes one to know one.
Well, it depends on what you're doing, really.
I am doing my job.
15, 16,
I need
17,
a box.
18.
Yeah.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Yay.
Until level 5 and 7. Hiding in a box is my fucking job. Is that right, James?
Sounds right to me.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage is enough to schwack the one in front of you. He's dead.
Is it the giant frog or bullywug?
Bullyrug is dead.
Ugh. I'm gonna have a talk with my dice after this.
Shame them.
Doesn't
I
help.
am.
Put them in the dryer. Make them have a headache.
I don't want to make
No,
them
I'll
angry.
get the headache.
You don't live with her.
Well, of course, but
Alrighty, so the
you're not
bullywugs
wrong.
are gone. It's the giant frogs. You see the giant frogs kind of crowd behind their bullywug friends.
No, we're scared.
We'll do this to represent bully. And they're just kind of hanging out, waiting You see them, they can bound quite impressively, but they seem to just be stuck behind their friends, riveting.
I think Tim is having more fun with this drawing app than anything else is.
So that goes back to Falrath. It is now your turn.
There's a dude in front of me.
Yes, indeedy.
And you have advantage on hitting him.
I'm gonna hit him.
Hit him.
I found something that familiars are useful for.
Play by plays.
19.
Play by plays.
Is it hit?
One day out crit.
One green circle's gone. Yeah.
Well, max.
13.
You
Put it on that
kill
dragon.
the one in front of you. Bleh.
I just go.
He is dead. He was probably hopping on one foot to the other, trying to go, these caltrops, why, He flailed miserably on you, and you just kind of went, well, you're dead, bro. He's dead. Mr. Tibbs.
Eventually, our enemies are going to figure out a deal with caltrops. They're just going to slide their feet across the ground as they walk towards us.
I feel like that'd be
Another
very slow.
Froggy frog.
All right, another into the same
They roll
wounded
20,
one.
they can shock and grasp
All right.
static electricity.
No, I do not.
Another delightful 2 from Mr. Tibbs. So that makes it the other bullywug. Oh, no.
And he fails.
Well, maybe. I give him advantage since there's a body over. Oh, yeah. Wow, he was going to get through it no matter what. At least those 2 20s were spent avoiding caltrops. So
The most epic of flips.
he steps forward. And so... All right, so we've got 2 stabs going against the spider. 1 miss, 15.
15.
1 hit, and then 2 bites, both misses. So the 1 spear stab does max at 7, and 1 stab against Falrath, crit. 1 stab, or 1 bite at Falrath is 17, 18 Tracy. All right, so
bloodied?
he misses.
Are you bloodied?
And so stab does 4, 8, 9 points of damage from his mighty spear lance attack. And then 2 attacks
I got
against
stabbed.
the barbarian.
2.
Yep, 2. Well, 1 steps forward to fight you.
Oh.
There was effectively 2 ranks. But they have advantage against you. 1 hit, 2 hits. So 2 spears get through. 3, so that's 1 point of damage with resistance. 3 again, so 2 points of damage goes through.
Always rage.
And then bite.
Get
1
mad,
bite
get
hits.
angry.
And the second bite hits.
Barbarians are the true tanks in this game, I'm starting to realize.
So 3 points,
But they also get
which is
resistance.
1, and then 2, which is 1.
Only
So
1 kind.
4 points.
all of their, all together, all
I get
4
better
attacks
resistance.
hit. All of them did 1 point of damage with that resistance. Yes, exactly. But hey, I mean, I know this game. We will eventually tink you down.
Whole lot of diddly.
Shut up,
Part-time
James.
Rocket Eater.
All right, so
So sick of being eaten.
that is those guys. So Niallan, it is now your turn.
Are we retiring
I'm
now?
going to use
We all had this.
be like
So we have had the
Cut my
moment where
familiar,
you're no longer down
use
to
the help
eat.
action again for him,
Okie dokie.
and then I'm gonna fire a fire bolt.
At the same wounded frog.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Kill steal.
19
Kill
to hit.
steal.
With plus
Yep.
6 is whatever, and then 3 damage.
Alrighty. He's becoming quite toasty, but is still riveting back there. Joy.
An attack.
Don't get 8.
Attack 1.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing you're reckless.
Yeah, good thing you're reckless.
Yep.
Good thing
Not
you got
tonight.
frenzy. Good thing you got another turn coming up.
Why don't you roll on the table?
Alrighty, so one of the frogs
That's how I feel every day.
he steps closer. He's a little bit closer. And
He steps on a couch hop and goes,
the top of the order, Falrath.
So I'm standing next to Joy and I see her going,
I'm not used to fighting people that's tall. They're
Are you
they're
kidding?
bullywugs.
I've
They're
toppled
short.
people
They're not.
4
They're not. They're
times.
I know, they're tiny, that's the funny part.
Oh.
I think they.
I'm not
There's
laughing
also a
from down
bird
here.
flying around the one directly in front of you, trying to scratch its eyes out.
Yeah, but I know what I'm doing too.
Yeah, they're not exactly super
Shut
tall.
up,
So
Falrath.
they're pretty short.
I didn't. Did you take any kills on bandits?
So Falrath, are you gonna stab the guy in front of you?
Yes, I am actually.
Alrighty.
He's unkind. Does a 13 hit?
13 against the bullywug. No, he uses his shield
Advantage.
to.
I still have
You know.
advantage.
Yeah, because I used
Yeah.
the action.
Yes,
Oh.
he does.
It was a 12 hit.
Now, so unfortunately, does not get past the shield. Is what saved him. So he's wearing leather armor and has a shield. So he bats your
Seems
rapier
familiar.
attack away.
what I
Mr.
went.
Tibbs.
Poor Bitey is looking fucked up. I don't think he can do much more. I have him back up. I take up in front of him and
Alrighty.
no, that's not bad. That's 14.
Against the. Are you shooting at the frog you've been shooting at?
Yep.
All right. Roll damage.
Animal companions assist.
But I think that his
I'm not
companion
leveled up enough for it. Well, at least in the old rules currently. I've never updated it.
has to use his action.
You rolled a 6. He's dead.
All right.
You finally put an arrow between his toady little eyes, and he falls down.
That's why. That's one of the reasons
dead.
why people hate Ranger.
So it's that guy. Blah.
Ranger danger.
Because it ruins the whole point of having an animal companion if you're a melee guy.
Alrighty. So that was Mr. Tibbs. All right. So 2 guys are going to try to stab at you, Mr. Tibbs, since you've taken your spider's place. Both hit with their spears, and then their bites are 1 hit. So the bite, 3 points of damage. Spear 1, 5. Spear 2, 3. So 8 points of damage from the spears. Then
Next session, the cleric waltzes in. I've come to save you.
1 spear at
Use
the
his blessings.
at the spear misses, and a
17
crit with the
salvation
bites.
rolls.
Woo! At least the bites
I
crappy.
know.
So 3,
She would have hit with one
4,
with the blessing. I would have.
5. So the bite does 5 points of damage against you.
Rude.
I'm doing what I can.
And then 2 spear attacks against Barbarella. 1 spear hits. The other spear hits as well. Then 2 bites.
You don't take damage.
1 bite misses.
I could do 1 lay on hands. Point,
1
you
bite.
get back to normal.
Hits. So bite. Aye.
This.
I know, right? 3, which is downgraded to 1. Spear. 1 spear is 2 damage. So that's 3.
Altogether.
1 bite, and then 2 spear attacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points of damage altogether from the those guys stabbing you.
Okay.
They're getting the blades to you. They're just not doing anything beyond that. So Niallan, is now your turn.
I use the help action again with
Alrighty.
the Raven, and then I attack the one that's in front of him.
By the way, you guys have... No, actually, never mind.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
What do we got?
I thought I was just being silly.
We got trouble.
13 isn't it?
Against the bullywug? Okay.
Yeah.
If you're targeting a bullywug, then yes, they have much higher AC than the frogs.
Okay.
Yes, you miss a bullywug. That makes it Joy's turn. The Reckoning.
Make it angrier.
Well, you know,
If
do
you
what
roll
you
the
gotta
red
do.
table, you do better.
Told you.
Well, it's re-rollable because,
22.
you know... Oh, 22? Yeah, you fucking nailed them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you're reckless, so roll it again and see if it's crit, because it's only on your first attack that you can do that.
Oh. Well, I don't want to reckless.
Okay, you don't want to
Yeah.
reckless.
9,
Is what you rolled.
12, 13,
Yeah, he's
14, 15. Oh, yeah. And I want to save the... Let's frenzy! To try and get the other one.
Was that a frog or a bullywug?
She killed a bullywug.
12 doesn't hit, does it?
12 does not hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And then it is The frog's turn. So a frog finally makes it into combat. Huzzah! Are you short? You're a small person.
Very.
Are you actually small? Considered size
Yep.
small?
Yes.
Sweet.
That'd be a bad day for you.
It's been a bad couple days for me.
That frog is.
I
down.
really hope
and
this
multiple
happens.
She was eating.
I got
Dude,
killed
she
last
got
night.
last game.
I'm hoping this happens.
I got
Alright.
eaten and killed last night from a giant frog hound.
You're not whatever either way. But he does bite you.
Frogs are
So,
known for their aggressive biting tactics.
but he doesn't let go. You take 5 points of piercing damage, which is downgraded to 2 points. No, I'm sorry.
3.
I rolled a 5, so it's 6. So it's downgraded to 3. Piercing damage. You are now considered grappled.
And so it begins.
He's got your arm. You're going to have to do either A, pull a guts. I don't suggest that. But it will be badass and I will enjoy it. I will allow you to make your hand into a hand cannon if you survive. If you don't survive, you're dead and you're going to have to make a new character.
Yep.
Deja vu. That's what your character will be called.
But you can make an escape attempt on your turn. So the giant frog has bitten you. Just you. Everybody else
So
not
the
bitten
god
you.
of the death in this game is totally
let's
lion's
see.
mate.
So-
maybe if you say some prayers.
There is going to be
I'm
a
not gonna
frog.
enjoy you
He is
damning
going
her
to...
I'm gonna be eating a lot more.
Giant frogs.
A giant frog is going to actually try to
Giant
leap
frog.
over the paladin and land between Mr. Tibbs and Niallan,
The box.
the box.
The box, formerly known as Niallan.
So he does have the leaping capability to do this. I will allow you to make an AOP against him, since you are so lightning fast.
It helps if you roll on the table.
Mr. Bits is also
16.
super fast.
16 is a hit. Roll damage.
8.
8. So let's see, circle there.
And then frog guts.
Was it Free Willy? Did you Free Willy it?
Except it's frog guts, and I feel disgusted with
So
that.
he takes some damage as he, jumps over you
I think I Luke Skywalker did.
and lands in between Mr. Tibbs and Niallan. Clearly stupefied by the box. It's a frog. Clearly, actually, that wouldn't be Mr. T. That'd be his friend, because Mr. T is now in front.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna.
Go for the spider. Tasty
I'm
spider.
not sure if he would go for a spider. Would I go for a spider? I don't know. The spider's bigger than him.
Okay, attack the inanimate object.
He's puzzled why he came over here when there's a large ugly spider and a box.
He immediately questions his life and goes, wait.
I'm gonna have him
Door's open.
disengage. I think he would honestly piss himself over the giant spider
So he's just gonna
because
keep going.
he's an animal. He's not,
Oh, what did I get into?
if you're an animal and here's an animal that hunts you regularly, your instinct is to go, oh shit, and run the fuck away. So he's gonna land, see the spider, and you're gonna see it turn into a white giant frog as the color jumps out of his skin, and he's going to jump the fuck away.
And
So he's gonna do a full disengage and say, that was a mistake.
See, it works!
So he's done. So he
What a
runs.
terrifying box in Faerun.
So
He gives his box muscles.
I will next time.
Why don't you just pretend you're inside of a frog or a giant spider?
Because then something that's not afraid of giant spiders will kill me.
Scary
Well,
box.
you change it then.
No,
Okay.
Fuck that.
So that's the giant frog. So that makes it Falrath. Your turn.
Is that the last giant frog, or is there still one more left?
There's actually 3.
Oh.
One is fighting our barbarian friend. Actually, by fighting, I mean like bitten. And then
My
there's
legs
2
are
that
just-
are still trying to get to the front from the horde of
Take your
Bollywogs.
own, they can go.
So Falrath.
Lunge at the frog that is eating poor Joy. The mighty 18.
Yep.
With a mighty 9.
Alrighty. Mr. Tibbs.
I'm going to shoot at the frog, munching on her.
Alrighty.
Don't roll a 2.
Oh, thank you.
I rolled a 5 instead. So fuck you.
I'm proud of you. I tried.
12.
12. That is a hit.
Okay, good. Yeah, minimal damage. 4 damage.
Alrighty. And
Something
that was Tibbs. So it's the Bollywug's turn. So we still have we have 2 spear attacks going at Mr. Tibbs. What's your AC?
14.
Alright, so both spears hit, and they're going to bite. And both bites hit.
Damn.
We need to get you some proper.
5 from 1 bite, 4 from 1 bite, so that's 9. And then spears do 7 and 3. So 10 from spears and however much I said from bites. I can't remember right now.
So 0.
Yeah, 0.
Ha-ha! I lulled you in by this first bite. So Paladin, 1 bite, 17, and 1 stab is a 5. 17 doesn't hit. You're at 18. Okay. So they miss, and then Barbarella, you have to
Dance.
Did I skip your turn? No, wait, that's the frog. That's right. So, no. So you've got one guy who's going to try to stab you with his... and you didn't do the reckless attack, right? So you're not advantaged.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to stab you with a 1. So that's his spear is useless now. And he's going to try to bite you and also fail at that. His spear... He tried to hit you, but, something, maybe you it hit him earlier or something. But either way, he was just off balance, and he rams the spear into the ground. He, handed it, hits the ground, and, his spear is crappily made, so the blade actually falls off. So now he just has a staff.
Those would have been
All right, so, Niallan, it is your turn.
Help action, firebolt. I hit for 1 point.
Are you hitting the frog that
Yeah.
she's fighting? Okay.
Wow.
Joy, make an escape action.
Remember how bad it went when you didn't escape last time? I'm just giving you some inspiration.
No, you're not.
That wasn't inspiring at all. Remember that time you got eaten just less than 24 hours ago?
Exactly.
Don't do that again.
Exactly 24 hours. It's cold. Yeah, fuck you.
Well,
No.
That's a 3.
Whoa.
Oh.
sorry.
You are still grappled.
No leaning on the table. Noted.
What part of me is in the frog?
Your arm.
Oh, just my arm.
Good thing
Yeah.
I
Hit
got
the arm, then you'll be free.
another one. Hit it. If it's dead, it can't eat you.
But her weapon's two-handed.
Then hit it really badly.
I have an aim.
Well, she has disadvantage anyway from being restrained.
Yeah.
You have a hand axe.
That's what I was about to say. I have a hand axe.
Strained as the shit.
So you're going to drop your weapon and grab a hand axe at your back. Try to bring it down on its head.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That's a
20! Ha
Disadvantage, remember.
ha!
Roll a 20 again. Sorry.
You can do it.
Channel it.
That is a 20.
Really? Well,
That
hey.
is a 20.
Alrighty, so you kill it. There's no way it's going to survive. So you kill it.
I'm not getting eaten again!
I was so close to eating her.
Damn
it. Damn it.
Maybe you just have to roll your dice farther.
Yeah, if I throw it across a room.
Alrighty.
it's over.
All day.
That's Barbarian's turn.
Is there anything near me? I want
Oh.
a frenzy!
What, 6?
Are you gonna frenzy?
I think, let's see, so...
She could frenzy and throw her hand axe.
Yeah, so you're frenzied. So yes, there is a bullywug right next to you.
Fucking kill this goddamn fucking head in. No, I am not!
Yeah,
That's
you're
a
not.
2.
I'm gonna scream at it! Really?
How many bollywogs are left?
7 bullywugs and 2 frogs.
This counter's gonna take forever.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to drop the ball of fire and start raking up and down them, but it just never happened.
He has his box.
Because we're afraid of what else is in the dungeon.
Exactly.
I understand.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we've got.
If we had blessed, people would stop sucking. This wouldn't be so bad.
We're not sucking. These suck.
All right, so we've got 3 guys fighting the paladin. And then the other one. Okay. So 1 stab with the spear. You take 4 points of damage, Falrath, from 1 spear. And then that's 3 bites. 17's not good enough. 4 is not good enough. So they spend their attacks there. Then there's 2 on the barbarian, so 2 spear attacks. 18 is going to be a hit, the other one's not going to be a hit. And then bite, 19 is going to be a hit, and the 10 is not going to be a hit. So you're going to take 1 bite, 1 spear. For 5 is downgraded to 2, 3 is downgraded to 1. So you take 3 points of damage from a spear and a bite. And that makes it Niallan's turn.
I'm going to use Raven to have a help action to a bullywog within range of both of their melee attacks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot another thing. That doesn't hit.
Alrighty. And Joy. You've got 2 bullywugs in front of you. They basically, when a bullywug goes down, another one. Ah!
One has a raven flying around its head, though.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack the one with the raven. First.
Okay.
So add your proficiency, your strength, and +2.
15 hit?
Yep.
Yay!
That's a 7.
13.
You kill him.
Yay! And then I'm gonna go for the other one.
Is that an 18? I think you did.
Yeah, 20. Not
Yep.
natural, but yeah.
That's a hit. So roll damage.
That's another 7.
Hold on.
Alright.
Let me. Well.
Killed another one.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Just made another
Fear
barbarian.
of God.
Should just made a barbarian. I do single target.
Just
damage.
4 barbarians.
I heard
and
about
1 hit. That's all we
the
need.
orc across the seas that got eaten, and I don't want that up in me. So.
Across the seas in another dimension.
In another dimension, in a far, far away world.
Another dimension.
Alright. Well, 2 frogs are going to come at you. The last remaining of the frogs. I'm just hell-bent on eating you.
You tell me.
Apparently that's the theme.
The 2 dogs are like in the back.
They both hit. So only one can grapple you. So one does 6 points, which is downgraded to 3. The other one does 2 points, which is downgraded to 1. So you take 4 points of damage from giant frogs, and the
I'm gonna need
I've been
healing.
listening to Missy Boys all day.
There's a little story I got to tell about 3 bad brothers who know so well.
okay, and the one that you two can swing on
Eminem.
is the one that grappled you.
I love these two.
Oh, good.
Falrath.
They're frog eating you?
Yep.
That sucks.
Sucks for you.
Apparently that's gonna be an ongoing theme. I can't wait till I DM. I'm DMing a game where I'm gonna have to eat all y'all.
So you're gonna play all fleshless beasts.
Yes!
We're a
You'll
giant.
be like, guess what? You're getting eaten today.
Are you swinging on the
a
frog
giant
as well?
undead frogs eat us? Yes, I am.
Alright.
I'm
Yes,
going to
everything
use
is sweet, bro.
a divine smite because this is getting silly. So we'll start with 13,
Once we kill all the froggies.
20.
He's dead.
Tadpoles.
Okay. Wow, 28 damage.
He is obliterated.
Somehow I managed to cleave an frog in half with a piercing weapon.
Good job. Thank you. It was eating me.
I think it exploded, really. The energy just went through your rapier.
I stabbed
and
it that hard.
Its back,
Like
its
an
spine
M80
shot
and
off
just-
its body.
That's
Smoke
why-
coming out of its
That's
body.
why I'm not allowed in whorehouse. I stabbed too hard.
Tibbs.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm in a box.
Light heal.
I'm immune from disease. I don't know what you're talking about. I can do whatever I want.
6 plus 1. 6 plus 2.
So you heal yourself.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm
Niallan.
disease too. Gotta catch them all.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this
Action.
works.
Shoot.
Good thing I can cure disease.
Thank you. I'll be hitting you up every Friday night.
For the help action, there's one in between you. If it's in range of both your attacks, you have advantage on it.
froggy.
Is that the one you just exploded or the one that was eating me?
The one that exploded and was eating you is the same one.
Okay. Well, I meant which.
Now there's another one.
Okay.
All right,
One
so
more
the bullywugs are for the most part defeated. There's a few of them left, and
I go boom.
the barbarian has been starting to really come into it, so she's really been actually dropping them pretty fast. So the remainder is going to flee, and the giant frog is going to jump and go with its friends. So they're going to flee outside the castle. They're just going to be like, fuck this. They're going to head back to their village, gather
Good
their
thing
shit,
I
and say,
released-
well, it's nice been
gone.
knowing you.
No,
so they're
I
going
released
to
my lizard
they're going to
friend.
disengage and
Vengeance will
run.
be ours.
They left. The lizards left.
Yeah, they're like, yay, whatever.
Shut the fuck up. It's my imagination.
Just imagine they.
All right, so quick,
I saw
so
the
guys, thank you for watching. It's 9
really
o'clock
got- I
exactly,
found
so we're just going to do some experience, but please hit us up on Facebook or any of our social media, also on Twitter, so let us know what you think. Let us know, we're going to have this on YouTube. That's where really anybody who's really going to be watching this will be catching us. Do we have enough viewers for giveaway? No? Okie dokie. So, guys, thank you for watching. Please remember it's interactive, so always you
Log
can
in,
interact with us pretty easy. So get your friends to log in, take a look. Again, if there's anything you guys, how you run it personally at your own homes, we'd love to hear how you do it as well. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you this same bat time, same bat week day. Y'all have a good night.
Another dimension.